There we go. All right, Leonard, you can hear me. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm still working on the app.
Okay, okay, yeah. Something happened. Something must have came loose, man. Had to work through some things.
Okay.
But I think I think we're good to go now. Man, I was talking up something this morning too. Wasn't nobody hearing nothing. Boy, I was talking up something this morning. Boy, I had something on my heart, and I wanted to get it off this morning. Okay, Rico, I know you're listening, brother. Tell me, can you hear? Is the sound quality better? Can you hear me better? Let me know. Let me know. Let me see. Let me turn this off right here and turn this back on. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. It's good now. Okay. Okay, good. You was going in. Yeah, man. Look here. I was going in, Rico. I was going in, man. But couldn't nobody hear me. Ain't no couldn't nobody hear me. Well, Leonard, I'm gonna tell you something. I was throwing I was throwing some Tyson, some 19, 20-year-old Tyson blows
We're
this morning.
gonna take your word for it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you gonna have to, man. Cause nobody here. I can't go back. I can't go back and remember all that stuff I was saying. But one of the things I was talking about, Leonard, and in the morning, I always like to go to you in the morning about the political situation that's going on. And even before I do that, though, man, how was your trip?
Yeah, it was very nice.
Good, good, good. Enjoyed yourself,
Very
Sam?
nice.
Good, good, good. Let me see where
Just
you
got
are.
to get back home.
Look here. Get on that pillow, man. Let me see. Charlie Chaplin 22. Rico acting up over there, man. But I usually go to you, Len. I like to go to you in the morning about the political situation that's going on, man. So what's going on in this political world right now?
Well, I think what's most important that I was looking at, of course, you have your regular bills and things. However, this fascination with trying to redirect the public's attention from what is really going on as it relates to the Chauvin case
Mm-hmm.
by trying to, however, this really focus more on everything else
Mm-hmm.
but the actions of the murderer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're obsessed with the comments of Maxine Waters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the comments.
Mm-hmm.
You're more upset with her comments, it seems, as if what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so those types of things let us know still what type of climate we're in politically. And really, it should um, encourage people. Man, we got to take back control of these processes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There has to be something dynamic that changes in the law that addresses these situations immediately, as opposed to all the rhetoric and just fake emotion
Mm-hmm.
and outrage. What
Mm-hmm.
is something actually going to be done to change that system where someone's comments are worse than what actually happened?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the things I was talking about this morning as well. People are angry with what Maxine Waters said, and say it's going to do this to the case, it's going to do that to the case. No, no, because if the case is being handled the way it's supposed to be handled, the jury once not supposed to be in a situation where they could hear that anyway, and so it's not.
But even then,
Mm-hmm.
the case ought to be about the facts and evidence,
Exactly, exactly.
nothing else but facts
Mm-hmm.
and evidence.
Mm-hmm. Nothing else should matter.
The only people upset about anything else are really those types of people that we are trying to defeat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anybody that would support this man being innocent or going free or being not guilty is the enemy.
But sad as it is, and truth of the matter, and we spoke about this a little bit yesterday as well. There's an element of our community right now uh, that really wants him to be free. They don't want him to be charged with anything. That's the sad part. That's the sad reality. There's an element in our community right now that feels as though he's innocent. He didn't do anything wrong. But I asked the question yesterday: had the roles been reversed? Had the roles been reversed, and George Floyd was the officer with his knee on the back of one of our Caucasian brothers and sisters' neck, to the point that the guy died, Would we even be at this point a year later? Leonard? I think we might have. Did we lose Leonard? Let me see here. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There you go. There you go.
Mm.
If the roles were reversed, Leonard, and George Floyd was the police officer, and he had his knee on the neck of one of my Caucasian brothers and sisters, would the case be done already? Would it be a year later?
Well, you know what? I don't even need to replace one with the other. I don't need to what if
Mm-hmm.
because there's too much evidence on the table to what if.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ask the same question all the time when it comes to this. It's about the facts and the evidence of this case. It is clearly murder. And the only reason why it is not going to be murder or guilty is because of those evil individuals who support the killing of unarmed men, especially when they're black.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care nothing about what's going to happen with the next case.
Mm-hmm.
It's about this case.
Now let's talk about this case, Leonard. Let's talk about this case. Now, if for whatever reason, he's found innocent, what are we going to do? Because
I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep fighting for justice regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pray that he drop dead when he walk out of there. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, what has been done has been done. He is guilty.
Mm-hmm.
He did do it.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody supporting what he did is on his side. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep fighting against these animals and their behavior.
Mm-hmm. When are we going to get past? And honest, truth of the matter, it may never happen. I know the answer to the question, but I'm asking it anyway. When are we going to get past that? My side, your side, our side, they side. When are we going to get past that and really come together and deal with what's really on the table?
Never.
Because if we ever get to the point where we can deal with what's on the table, it's cut and dry.
Never.
It's cut and dry. Mm-hmm.
It's never going to happen.
Mm.
It's never because they're evil. People support evil.
Mm-hmm.
They don't change because of whether it's right or not.
Mm-hmm.
They don't change. So while you sitting at the table, I told I'll make it a post before. Stop praying for the devil.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do anything, pray that they get thrown in the pit.
Mm.
They're not here to change. They're here to steal, to kill, and to destroy.
Mm-hmm.
They will always be on that side. And it's because the other side is righteous.
And from the looks of it, it almost looks as though they're doing their job well, but are we doing ours? Because the device is absolutely there. Steal, kill, and destroy.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do?
No, I'm gonna keep doing what's right until this thing falls to pieces, until this world is over.
Mm-hmm.
It's plain and simple as that. It's easy. All you have to do the right thing. You don't have to worry about nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing the right thing. Like it's going to be hard. No, it's not. If this jury does the right thing, you won't. It's what. Why worry about a response?
Well, see, my question, and one of the things I posed yesterday about this whole situation is this. Regardless of how it goes, there's gonna be one side that's not gonna be happy.
Exactly.
There's gonna be one side, whether it goes where they convict him and send him to jail for whatever amount of time they send him to jail. There's gonna be a side. There's gonna be an element that's not gonna be happy. If they find him, innocent and let him walk, there's gonna be a side that's not gonna be happy. So there's always gonna be that element where somebody's not gonna be pleased. But
it's not to please me.
Mm-hmm. But my thing is this right here, though. It's not, and you're absolutely right. It's not about pleasing. It's about doing what's right. And what's the right? Look at what's on the table. Look at what's before you. And if you look at the evidence of what's on the table and what's before you, it's cut and dry what happened.
Do the right thing instead of the white thing, and you'll be okay.
Wow. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. What do you all think? Tell me what you all think. And even if you don't agree with us, that's fine. That's fine. Give us a call. Tell us, why do you think Tell us, why do you think he's innocent? Why do you think he did nothing wrong? If you have a stance on that, if you really believe as though he did nothing wrong, or that George Floyd was at fault, if you feel as though George Floyd was at fault, give us a call. Let's talk about it.
Come on, Beelzebub. Call in 678-381-1973.
Now, what did you just call them?
Beelzebub.
Oh, Beelzebub. Man, I ain't heard that in a long time. Boy. Lord, you went way on in the pot for that. Now, the young lady that killed the young man, get back in this car. Leonard, she made a mistake. She thought she had a taser, Leonard. She thought it was her taser. She said, and can't nobody tell me nothing to do. I didn't want to shoot that man. I made a mistake. I only been here 26, 27 years. How do I know the difference between a gun and a taser? Come on now. Talk to me, Leonard.
Ask your mama. Care nothing about your crime and what you mistake you made and all this time. Man is dead. Lay your life down for what you did. An eye for an eye.
Is that the only justice?
Yes. Yes, that's what you did. That's the facts of the matter. I didn't make them up. I was sitting here in my house minding my business. You was out killing innocent people. You're a murderer.
And what I'm trying to figure out is if that was an average Joe or Janet, there was an average Joe or Janet, and say they made a mistake, how would that stand in the court of law, in the justice system?
I don't know.
How would that stand? It's not gonna stand.
I don't know. Maybe if we get a chance to see some of it, we'll know. But I don't guess about
it. Lord help him. Lord help me. Talking about
once it start happening, we can talk about that.
What's this? Somebody put something on here. Full armor of God. You better wear God, brother.
Okay. You're exactly right.
Full armor of God. You better wear it. God bless you, brother. Gotta go. Okay. I think I know who said that too, and I thank you for that. Absolutely right, brother. You gotta have it on, because in this day and time, that's what's needed. In this day and time, that's exactly what's needed. What's going on with that bill, Leonard, Georgia? That Georgia bill. They got nuts. A few other people done poured out of Georgia, man. Done poured their businesses out of Georgia. Done poured their money out of Georgia. What's going on with it?
Continue the pressure. The particular bill has passed. So what's going to happen is this goes into law. You'll see the effects at the next election.
So now that it's passed, what do?
You show up, and this is nothing more than their strategy. Beat them. Take your butt to the polls regardless. Get your identification or whatever and go down there and vote. Show them that it's over with.
So what are they counting on outside of the fact
they're counting on not as many votes as last time? That's what they're counting on. That's why it's called voter suppression, to suppress the vote that will destroy them. They ain't worried about your guns. They ain't worried about your rioting. They ain't worried about none of that. You can pull your nasty drawers down and show the whole world your naked behind this verdict if you want to. What they don't want you to do is show up at the polls.
So anything outside of that is a victory for us if we go and vote.
That's all you got to do. I don't care how much money anybody spend. Show up to vote. Show up to vote. Question answer. You ain't got to be all mad. You ain't got to be all crying. You ain't got to be so upset. You ain't got to burn nothing. Show up to vote. Show up like you show up when the new shoe gonna drop.
Or that Popeye's chicken sandwich came.
Come on, man. Show up. You'll destroy the entire GOP if you show up.
It's amazing how people will go stand in line for hours to get a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, but it won't put in the effort in the vote and making a difference in their lives and their community, in the lives of the people around them.
It's like the foolishness of watching these, because I don't watch these trials and things. I'm not entertained at all. I read things and articles about it and transcripts, but I don't get caught up in the Hollywood of it.
In the theatrics, yeah.
Right, because you want to be clear. See, if you allow people to stoke your emotions, instead of you being able to get to the polls, you wind up in some mess with a record. And now you got a record that follows you the rest of your life. And now, what if you lose your right to vote?
Mm-hmm.
What if you lose your right to vote?
They won again.
It'd be a shame for this trial to be lost
Mm-hmm.
because the man was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around and don't go vote? You think he would show up for you to vote against what happened to him?
Mm.
That's why you need to show up at the polls every single election because of George Floyd. That's why.
Yeah.
Well,
And
this ain't working. I tell you what, you have not been doing. You have not been voting. You just showed up. Thanks to the efforts and the work of all these people that told you to come out and vote, that made sure you had the information, that presented the information to you on shows like this and all these other shows and things posted on social media. Get your butt up and go vote. I know you're mad. I know you're going to be upset. Some people going to be mad because they didn't get the chance to be upset.
Yeah.
Ain't that something?
Say it again in case they miss it.
Some people going to be mad because they don't get the opportunity to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to tear something up.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to tear something up before this incident happened. That's why they're going to be tearing stuff up.
I was hoping.
Yeah. Man, come on, man. I'm from the hood, bro.
Lord,
I know about a negative attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I know how much anger killing our young kids in these communities and neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever someone can get you to believe and react and respond the way they want you to, they have control over you, good or bad.
They got you.
Be your own person. Be your own person. Stand on what is right for yourself, and you won't have a problem. You won't have to ask me. You know what's right. I don't need to ask Raheem.
It's been said a lot. In the last couple of weeks, it's been said a lot. A lot of people have spoken on it. Well, if he get off, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but go out there and tear up your own community. Y'all gonna tear up your own community, and then next week your community gonna be destroyed because of your anger.
Okay, we know what they gonna do. What are you gonna do?
But my question is this: instead of tearing up the community that you live in, and I'm not condone. I'm not gonna sit here. I don't want people to say I'm being real careful how I say this while I'm pausing. If the community that you live that you decide to tear up is not your community, what difference does it make?
Like my mother used to say, you just got them toys today, Christmas. They broke tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tear it up, you just ain't got it no more. Then y'all gonna sit around and cry about why ain't nobody gonna rebuild it. What else you gonna do? What else you gonna do? I mean, if you riot, I can't stop you from doing what you want to do.
Do you agree with that old verbiage? The old verbiage that says the pen is mightier than the sword.
In some cases, yes. Yes, most definitely. Because that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with what is written about how we handle this business.
Yeah. And that's why I was going with that. Absolutely right. Because my thing is, if that verbiage is true and the pen is mightier than the sword, then we could tear up all day long.
Yeah.
But if we get line everything up in the proper way and get everybody in place that needs to be in place, vote the right people in, then that's our sword right there.
And it's not so. And even after voting the right people in, you have to show that you're concerned about ethical behavior. Police ought to be at the top level of scrutiny. They don't get a chance to make mistakes. And if they do, they must pay for those mistakes because of what has been entrusted to them by the state. The state must insist this. You remove qualified immunity. Let them know that all these types of incidences will draw away from their pension funds. This behavior goes away.
Now, Rico, and good morning, Rico. How you doing this morning, sir?
Grand Rising, brothers. How y'all doing, man?
Hey, doing good. Now, if a truck driver, 18-wheeler, driving 18-wheeler, he's doing his job, and he make a mistake or make a wrong turn or something like that, and go down the wrong street and just tearing up people's cars, boom, 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 tearing them up, kill one or two people, but just kill one person in the process of that. Now he's working, he's doing his job, he's driving the truck like he's supposed to drive his truck, but in the process of that, he killed somebody. Should he go to jail?
Of course, of course. And to the point that I know that you're trying to make, when it comes to policemen, to me, attorneys, judges, anybody that has the authority to actually disrupt somebody's livelihood or take their freedom from them, abuse that, their consequences ought to be more severe.
Yeah.
I feel like a cop that murders somebody and has that badge on and he's expected to be in authority and protect and serve. If he abuses that authority and goes on a killing spree, his punishment should be twice as severe. It should be automatic that the penalties should be a lot more severe. That way they have a deterrent before they get in there. The deterrent to keep them from feeling like, okay, now I'm a cop, I can do what I want to do. Now
I'm the law. I'm the law. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if that was actually a deterrent in place to sort of temper the motives of these people that have power, these people that have titles, have been given this authority on behalf of government or the law. If they had penalties in place to protect the citizens from that power, abuse of that power, then we would have more morally acceptable people in those positions. We would have more compassionate people in those positions because we would have people in there that's truly trying to make sure that law and order is doled out equally, not unequal. But as long as you have a system that says, well, you know what, you get a pass, or you got the right to do this and that, then the people with the pass over a certain number of time, a certain number of years, the people that have historically had this privilege and this favor and this pass to get away with other things that others couldn't, they're gonna actually go gravitate towards those positions. And so here it is. You got people that look like me and you that go into those same positions. Some of them have some of that same power trip. Oh man, if I get some power, I can straighten out people like that. But they have to go in and ignore or pretend that they don't acknowledge the races that's involved in that police unit. Because you see black cops that actually try to say, well, I hope that's not what that means. And the blue line, a part of it, you know, and that's hard, man, to be a part of a fraternity, to be a part of an organization, and then you find out that organization has a whole nother secret society in it that's really against you. But the whole time you've been a part of this organization, you've been it on a premise that this is what this organization is about.
And you defended it.
You want to give it the benefit of the doubt, man. They ain't here to protect and serve too. They out here to make sure law is served. No, they ain't out here doing personal things, but that's a situation where we have to pretend that we don't know any better.
Exactly. And they find themselves a lot of times defending the wrong, defending the very wrong that's out there, cancerous in our community and communities. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother?
Just man, Rico he hit it. That qualified immunity, and then you're going to sit there and pay for the protection. Why? Think about that. You're paying, and then you're going to pay for the defense of the wrong thing by the people who have been hired and taken an oath to do the right thing. Now, I don't know how many of y'all know word, but welcome to the new age, where you can do wrong and it be right. And it be legal.
You down with it, depending on who you down with.
And see, this is a thing that a lot of the people, the communities, do not understand, and we're trying to teach them.
Yeah,
it's not right.
Are they listening, Leonard?
They don't care. A lot of them are just now getting on board. They can feel the effects of wrongdoing, but they almost feel helpless. So one, we have to teach them how to be strong. We have to teach them exactly what the strategy must be. We talked about it just a few minutes ago. Vote.
Yeah.
I don't care how upset you are. It don't matter until it's written. Let it be written that we won't allow officers to behave this way and do these types of things. Let's agree to it unanimously. It should be no one standing on that side but the devil and his supporters. That's how I see them. I don't have conversations with people that prefer wrong. I'm not sitting down with nobody trying to make evil good or trying to explain to me why it's okay to kill unarmed citizens. You got members of the police force training the militias and the next terrorists that will attack our government just like ISIS. They just tried it in Michigan.
Yeah.
They just tried it down here at the Capitol building. And we don't spend how many millions fighting in a war against ISIS?
They always and they say this right here. They say that when you go into the military, they say that you have to protect land foreign against foreign and domestic.
Thank you.
Against foreign and domestic is what they say. But a lot of the recent history, it's been domestics. The domestics has been the one that's been destroying and tearing up everything.
But on the news, you put my brothers and sisters is the problem.
Come on.
See, that's what you've been showing on the news for how many years? It's my brothers and sisters that are so evil, and they're the problem with America and every terrorist you can think of. All these heinous and atrocious events that have been going on. Come on, man. I understand you protecting yourself in defense, self-defense. I understand that wholeheartedly. And when everybody sees it, yeah, that's what it was. It was self-defense. Because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. So I can understand this. That's not so far-fetched.
Yeah.
That deserves to be talked about. But now you have members of the state that would stand up under oath and completely lie to you.
Yep. Rico?
Think about it. Building a case for wrong.
And that's what they're doing. Yeah. Rico, talk to me.
We also repeat and believe the rhetoric of these same people. And it's like we understand that they give each other benefit of the doubt, but unconsciously we do it too. So we use the same terminology that they use and run with it, like calling other people terrorists. But when we're going to take the initiative ourselves and label the true terrorists who they are, the ones that actually exemplify what terrorism is. Day one, since they came out the caves and colonized the planet and went everywhere, all the thing they did was came with savage terrorism. They went everywhere with it, with their selfish and greedy mindset, taking resources, murdering and pillaging and raping. Now then they came and they found a homeland that this exemplified even more. Now, you know, this is the land of temptation. This is paradise. Come on over here and get you some, white man. And what we're going to do, this is going to be a normal occurrence for us because this is our nature to be destructive. We want to take something good like electricity and make a bomb out of it to kill as many as possible. We love destruction. And we see it in action. I mean, every bomb we make, we want to see it work. We just amazed with it. But anybody else that tries to go against what we're doing, we're going to stop those terrorists. They're trying to stop our American way. They're trying to stop our progress. I mean, America,
they're trying to hold our advancement. They're trying to hold our advancement.
The greatness of America. Everybody hates America. I mean, but man, y'all drop nuclear bombs on non-nuclear countries. You lie about weapons of mass destruction and go over there and then don't prosecute nobody for it, but let Milosevic in Yugoslavia tell you what his experience was as a world leader and what the world courts did and how he got convicted for the same type of war crimes. So, you know, it's like that benefit of the doubt also comes with a privilege. And you asked the question earlier, when is this going to end? And Leonard answered it perfectly. Never. Because too many people benefit from that favor and that privilege, this system. Too many people benefit on indulging in every temptation that they want. And as long as they feel good wallowing in that mud, farting and laying in it and boo-booing in it and just enjoying that smell, you ain't going to pull them out of that funk. They love it. It's their nature to be destructive and to see other people in pain as long as they can control how it goes.
Wow. Leonard, that sounds evil.
That's what it was when I got up this morning.
So it hadn't changed yet.
It changed too much. I got orders. I have a mission. I'm not sitting around, oh, I'm just gonna fall to pieces. No, I'm not gonna fall to pieces. You gonna fall to pieces first. Because one, I get up trying to win every day, trying to be a better person every day. Everybody don't. Everybody don't. There's somebody right now with malice in their heart for somebody else, for some old ridiculous reason or what have you.
Exactly.
You know, so we have to. Thank you. We have to make sure that we are different. This is why people are attracted to us.
Yes, sir.
Not just because of the beauty on the outside, because of the love we have for other people.
Yep.
Real Black people
understand
the righteous way. Our love is different than other people.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're gonna talk about a little bit about that as well. But right now we got a call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? 803 area code. What's your name?
Good morning, Mr. Sherelle.
Good morning, Sherelle. How you doing this morning?
Great. What's going on?
We talking about the situations that's going on with the trial and what's going to happen before and after the verdict come down, and also the young lady, 26, 27-year veteran of the police force, but still don't know the difference between a gun and a taser.
Oh my. I mean, what are y'all talking about? I mean, what's the topic about that?
Well, we had actually got that's just opening conversation. We hadn't got to our topic for the day. This is just what we do to open up.
Oh.
Yeah, and so whatever's on your heart.
Oh, I mean, you know, as far as the case is concerned, you know, at this point, we got to be prepared for whatever. At this point, it can go left, it can go right. You know, either which way it go, the outcome is going to be the outcome. I don't necessarily think it should take this long to reach a verdict on that. But who am I? I'm just an American citizen, right? I think it took too long for this. We know that this man should be charged, but I mean, it takes no time to give you 40, 50 years for a crack charge, but it's taken 2-3 weeks to reach a verdict on something we know was wrong.
Yeah, well, the evidence is on the table. Yeah.
This is America. Now, as far as her and not being able to differentiate what's a taser and what's a gun, I have no sympathy for her. I mean, anybody can tell the difference between a taser and a gun. But I have no sympathy for her. I definitely don't think that those charges were fair against her, but that's just my opinion. But this is the world we live in. So right at this point, we really can't be surprised at anything that's going on because it's been going on. So of course they're gonna save their, you know, the cops are gonna save their people. Of course they're gonna protect them or try to, you know. But as far as those cases, the case goes, it's taking too long. That's for one, it's taking too long to reach a verdict. So I actually thought they were going to reach it yesterday, but I guess it's still going. But I do know they said that they were going to. It's a possibility it'll be extended out. So why, I don't know. But I mean, this is something this is America. This is where we live in. This is us. We are the laughing stock of all the countries.
Exactly.
So at this point, we have to be prepared for whatever and not be surprised at whatever, you know.
Now let me ask you this question that I asked earlier. If the roles were reversed and George Floyd was the officer and he had his knee on the neck of one of our Caucasian brothers and sisters to the point where he died, would the case be over already?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that would have definitely been done. Absolutely. There's no question of that. We know that. We know that. Absolutely.
Then you was about to say something.
You know, I hope that, you know, people understand. People make money off the commercials during this trial.
Big money.
That's why this is over. Think about all the people making money. We're not talking about just on trial. Think about all the people in the system that are somewhere right now stealing money from inmates' accounts who are locked in prison. Through this sham system that we have. All the ill treatment to inmates. I have complaints from inmates in certain facilities that are absolutely ridiculous. This is what these organizations are working on. This injustice just ain't what you see on TV or what you saw on the news.
And Leonard, to your point, I've heard people say for years, man, that the phone system in the prison it's just another form of robbery.
It's a scam. It's all a scam. Everybody is making money off of that. Okay, this prison industrial complex is a huge budget item, and people need to understand that. While you talking about the changes we gonna make or what have you, and this, that, and the other, think of some of the changes that some administrations make when it comes to the housing of federal prisoners, and how the federal government with this administration has gone back to say, hey, we're no longer going to be doing business with for-profit prisons. States still doing it. So we have to remember that everybody is making money off of this. And you can sit there and talk about the white man all you want to. Stop volunteering for their system.
Yeah. Wow, that's good. Rico, talk to me.
This is the consequences of capitalism. It's the product of capitalism. That's what's supposed to happen. You're gonna have people that's gonna find a way to profit off every angle possible. Everybody find their way, their opportunity to profit, to make some money. So here it is. Not only do you have former presidents invested in the commissary of prisons and jails, they invested in the telecommunications companies that's charging you $15 for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Raping people, physically, financially raping people. And then let's take it another notch. You get falsely incarcerated and you want to get bailed out, you don't get that bail money back.
No.
I look at these black bail bondsmen and sometimes I know, you know what? You like seeing us go to jail. You won't be able to pay your bills if you don't. See, we don't have any kind of conscience. Like, now, don't get me wrong, you can always go back and say, well, you know what? I want to be a black bail bondsman because we need people we could go to that won't overcharge us to get out of jail. So I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity to provide that access. So it's a win for the person that's going to jail. And it looked like a very benevolent thing on behalf of the black bail bondsman that wants to serve his community. But that black bail bondsman needs y'all to go to jail. He needs y'all to go. And it might get to a point later on if that money get too good and he started needing to meet a certain quota a month, he might work something out with some cops. The bail bondsman that I know of got inside relationships with judges and attorneys. And I mean, they just get affiliated with people somehow. They start rubbing with people for some reason. But one thing about it is that man that's burning out, they probably couldn't afford that $1,000 or that $1,500 to get out on that charge that really he shouldn't have been charged with. He ain't getting any of that back. It's too many benefits, capitalistic wise. It ain't a change over here.
Like I say, a law that is even written that how they are to present the bail bondsman information. If you ain't never been to jail, you don't know, or ever had to go get nobody out. It's just how convenient there is a piece of paper that taped to the wall where the phone's in it that tells you. That's their marketing to you. on which bail bondsman to call. And then they got all kind of prices and fees on how they do their business. Now it's amazing that we don't give permission to a certain group of people now that can do it. Everybody can't do it. Only a certain group of people qualify to be a bail bondsman.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that shrink too. Well, you ain't gonna be able to get a bail.
And I'm gonna tell you how unregulated it is. How much of a good gig it is. If you're an old perverted bail bondsman, they like to trick off. You can get some people out of jail and they don't have to give you a dime. It's just all based on your signature. Ain't that sweet that somebody got the authority to sign a piece of paper to get you out of jail? You ain't gave up none of your property or your money. They just doing it out of a favor because they know you was a good kid. You their friend's son.
Yeah. Happens all the time.
That's unregulated. I mean,
that bubble boy. Yeah.
How fast that? How fast that somebody can come sign you out of jail and you don't have to pay a dime, but your mama and your daddy can't. They know you innocent. They your alibi. You was at home with them when somebody accused you of being away from here, like on Just Mercy. See, people talk about movies and then they don't even talk about true stories. You get what I'm saying? That's a prime example. That man bonded out, went back to jail, and then stayed in prison and almost lost his life and had witnesses galore.
Yep.
And think about it, Rico.
Somebody else had the authority to grant him his freedom. That's what we gotta go through.
Ain't no nonprofits.
Yeah.
Think about it, Rico. Ain't no nonprofit bail bondsman. No. Ain't none. There ain't no organization created that can get the credentials to bail people out of jail for free.
No.
Let's go. Hold on. Let me go to Sherelle. Sherelle, what's on your heart, sis?
I was just listening. That's true because I am definitely a bail bondsman. I am a bail bondsman. That's definitely true. What they're saying to an extent. So I have to listen. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on the other side. I've been to jail. I've been bonded out, and now I'm certified to bond people out. You see what I'm saying? So that's definitely true. Certain credentials, you have to have certain credentials to be a bail bondsman, and all type of stuff. That's definitely true. I'm a certified bail bondsman. I am licensed.
What are the credentials
under my belt?
Okay, what are the credentials that you would have to have?
I don't have to, and the reason why I became one is to understand the stuff behind it. A lot of times when I do something, I want to see what's going on behind it. You know what I'm saying? So if there's any, they have regulations, they have stuff that's hindering people from being able to bond out and stuff like that. And my instructor even told us that. A lot of instructors don't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So luckily I got an instructor that just kept it real. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a profit, and and you'll definitely lose money too behind it. But what everybody's saying is definitely true. But I became a bail bondsman to see the inside of it. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to talk about it, I've been bonded out before, so I know how it works. You know what I'm saying? So it's not pretty at all. It's not. And so for me to understand the stuff that was on the signatures that people signed to bond me out, I decided to be one so I can understand what's going on behind it. It's not for profit. I mean, it's for profit. I haven't bonded nobody out yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to sit on the inside and see the inside of it. I became a correctional officer to see what goes on behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? But I was an inmate before, so I know. But I want to see from the employee standpoint. So when I became a correctional officer, it wasn't because I wanted to. It's because I wanted to see what's going on. You see what I'm saying? I want to see exactly why inmates feel the way they feel about correctional officers, about them, because you technically the police. You know what I'm saying? Technically, that's what they consider you. The police. And they're a correctional officer. So when I became that, I was one of the most respected correctional officers in there. I didn't hinder anybody. I didn't, unless I had to. If you got out of pocket, of course, I had to handle you the way I had to handle you. But other than that, I was one of the most respected correctional officers at the facility. You know what I'm saying? If anything was to go down, they informed me before something went down. Hey, Miss Moss, hey, they're about to do this at this time. I want you to walk over here at this time. And you'll see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? They protected me.
Yeah.
But my job as a correctional officer was to protect the people, the inmates, the public, and the staff. You see what I'm saying? That was my job. You know what I'm saying? So when I went in there, I saw that people were not protecting the inmates. They weren't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But me, I was protecting the inmates. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. Majority of the time, I protected the inmates before I protected the staff. You know what I'm saying? They're me. They're me. They just made a bad decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're still me. They're just like me. They're no different than me. I'm free. They're not. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so a lot of times, I have to agree with everything everybody's saying. I definitely have to agree. When you're on the inside of it, and when you've been on the outside of it, then you know what I'm saying. I can definitely speak on that. So I did that to speak on that. They have reforms and all types of stuff going on. So this is why I understand when people want to go against the system. I'm not for the system at all. Everybody know. I think everybody that knows me knows that. But when I became a correctional officer, it wasn't because I want to be law enforcement. Absolutely not. I can't stay in law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know how they do. They deal with inmates more than we do, more than a police officer. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they get paid way less than a police officer. So I wanted to see exactly how they handle these people who made a slight decision that altered their life. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they really feel about them. And it's definitely not cute. Me being an inmate, I've seen how they handle it. You see what I'm saying? I was an inmate before, and I was a correctional officer before. So you know what I'm saying? I was on both sides before. You know, and I got to see everything. I'm a bondsman, but I had to be bonded out one time. I got to see both sides. You know what I'm saying? So it's not pretty on both sides at all. It's not pretty on both sides. And but you do have those certain laws, certain rules set in stone where you can't say certain things or you can't do certain things. And then you have those people who go against those the rules written in black and white. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a fact. I can definitely attest to that. You know, so I mean, I was a CO. I never went by the rules all the time. I wasn't supposed to allow inmates to do certain things that I allowed them to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they're still human. So that's how I looked at it as, what if that was me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How would I feel if that was me? So every time I walked on a unit, they respected me because of that. I was definitely a stern CO. Absolutely. You got to go in there with your chest out now. It's not an easy thing. Yeah. You know, when you don't know who you don't know if you're standing next to a killer or you stand next to somebody who wanted to kill you. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're walking into a facility with different personalities, or you're walking into a bonds office with different personalities, you know, you have those who have to check in with you. That's by the bondsmen. If they want you to check in, they can say that. They don't have to check in. Yeah. It's up to the bondsman. You know what I'm saying? So I trust me. I know. I get it. Absolutely. Trust me, I get it. And I have to agree with everything people are saying.
Rico, Rico, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I like what she did though, because she really just showed you how we should operate in situations like that when we see that there are organizations or systems in place that are being abused or used unfairly against us. Like doing what she did as far as being a correctional officer, she was able to go in there and say, well, okay, if you can't beat them, join them, but I'm not going to benefit and have the same behavior they had because they could have been better correctional officers. So what you have to do, sometimes you just can't stand on the opposite side and fight against a force. Sometimes you have to go and infiltrate that force. Yeah. And then change it from within the inside. So I see what she did with the bail bonding then, because see what she could do as a bail bondsman, which I have seen some like this. Some actually mentor those that they bond out. They help them get their lives together. I mean, I've seen some bail bondsmen get involved with people in ways that they didn't have to. They let you know, okay, they ain't just trying to bond people out to capitalize, but they actually trying to help these people be better, giving them advice or whatever. And so, you know, you see those that take advantage of that, like you have some that don't like to play politics. They don't want to get involved with politics. They don't want to get involved with the Republican Party. But me, I feel like what she just did is, as far as going to be a CEO or being a bail bondsman, is what we need to do with the Republican Party. Let's infiltrate it. Let's force our way to their convention. Let's make them address our issues. Let's make them tell us that they don't want black people to be involved. So the ones that's over there, being like the black cops defending the blue line, can also see for themselves, you know what, this party ain't for me. Be defiant. To me, it's perfect when she said that. If you sometimes for you to defeat something, you have to be a part of it and defeat it from within. A change. It's to change a pattern of a cycle of things. You have to be a part of the system that has authority or has leeway in it. So you can go and put your influence in. Don't get me wrong, some people are gonna look at it and say, you know what, you bucking the system. That ain't the way it's supposed to go. But essentially, that's what I had to do as a union rep. I said it once before, I was against unions. I didn't say I was against unions at first. I just felt like I could fight my own battle. And I fought my own battles. But then after a while, I joined the union. But when I joined it immediately going in as a chairman because I had been filing my own grievance. I knew that the union still had to represent me, whether I was a member or not. But when I saw, okay, as a union rep, I could get face to face with these jokers and tell them what's up without getting fired. As long as I'm being fair, as long as I'm being respectful, as long as I'm right, I can say what I want to say to them. And so it benefited me. Then I realized, you know, sometimes when you can't beat them, you have to join them. You have to put yourself in a situation where you can have some leeway or some pull to change or make a change. And so I think that was a good example of how we should react when it comes to politics, local politics, statewide, nationwide, you name it. If it's the judicial system, if it's the jails, if it's the homeless, we need to get involved and get in positions where we can actually affect change.
Absolutely.
And that's what we tell people. That's exactly what we tell people. If you want to run for mayor, run for mayor. We say you might not win. You know what I'm saying? You might not win, but at least you can put those issues on the table to where people know what the issues is and want to get done. It's on the table. So whoever's in there, you have no choice but to address the issues that we brought to the table, because that's what's bringing the people in. You see what I'm saying? So that you have to kind of play the game that they're playing with you. You have to at all times. At all times. When it comes to politics, that's what we tell people. At least get in there to get the issues on the table. That's all we need to do. Lay it on the table. Just lay it on the table. You might not win. Cool. But at least you brought those issues to that table to where you're doing nothing but forcing people to address what's on the table. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's what they do. They play mind games. They put issues on the table that they think people want to hear.
Exactly.
And what happens when they win? You hold them accountable. That's what you have to do.
Exactly.
You know.
That's good. That's good. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother? We're ready to jump off into our topic. What's on your heart?
Man, I like everything she said. She's a professional. Listen to the professional. She's telling you. Not only that, she on both. She from both sides, and that's all I try to get people to understand. See, I'm not overly emotional. I don't jump to conclusions. I just want facts and evidence. Not trying to pat myself on the back, but the reason why I think that I should have went to law school, I'd have made a great judge because I see right through you. I don't care nothing about you being white or black. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Yeah,
I'm not here for no political or nothing. This is about justice. You mean you can honestly sit in a trial, whether it be jury, judge, or defense attorney, and support the wrong side? That's nasty.
Yeah.
That's you're an infidel.
Leonard call him an infidel. Let's jump into our topic for today, man. And this is good. I'm glad I have y'all on here, man, because we got both perspectives, from a male and a female perspective. And I'm gonna ask the question: what is your lottery ticket? What is your lottery ticket? What is that thing? And if we could personalize it or as a whole, Rico, what do you think most people's lottery ticket is?
In general, most people's lottery ticket is an actual lottery ticket. I mean, it's the once again, it goes back to the most people's biggest motivation is $1. You know, some might not make the same efforts to get that $1. They want to get it a little easier. They might steal or kill for it. They want to easy way. They want to take somebody else's dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what a lot of people's lottery ticket is, and so that's why they go to the casino. And so they last a little bit of bill money. They hope they could double up that power bill money. Like, I'm gonna guarantee that. All you got to do is play the machines at this time of the day on this day of the week. That's when they're giving out money. Where if you figured it out, everybody else figured it out, but they still hoping for that lottery ticket. So I think that's what most people would say. But me personally, I would feel like I hit the lottery if everybody had equality. And I ain't just talking in this country, I'm talking about worldwide. I was on talking to Auntie last night and still talking about how it disgusts me that we still have third world countries in a time when we got people trying to get to Mars.
Yeah.
In a time when we developing more weapons that we probably won't even use. So we got to find a way to store the water, use them, because that would be a waste of investment. We got people that invest in bunkers, underground shelters that they can sustain them for years. Guess what? They want to utilize their investment. So it's, you know, just to know that we have people that can waste, even though it's their money they made it, they use the system of capitalism just to be wasteful and to encourage situations to happen so they can utilize what they invested their money into. There's still people out here just trying to find some water.
Exactly. Sherelle, what do you say to that? What is your, or what is most people, what do you think most people lottery ticket is?
Hang tight, because I'm about to be on a meeting. So come back to me.
Okay.
Come back.
Leonard, talk to me, brother.
What was that? You asked the question.
What is most people's most people's lottery ticket? What is that one thing that they counting on to get them over?
I'm not sure, you know, if people are counting on things to get them over. I think that people are always trying to provide for themselves. So, you know, a hustle is a hustle. We call it hustling because, you know, you got to take care of yourself. You know, whether it's a lump sum or whether it's day to day. Most people just trying to make it from day to day. You know, so that lottery ticket could be a lot of different things. You know, to me, I don't care what nobody says. I'm on that money train. I don't need to know how to act. I don't need you to teach me nothing. I don't need you to try to live my life. I'm not seeking for nothing like that. I'm looking for tools and opportunities to preserve myself and my family and my culture. So
now what if? Now, what if? And a lot of times people find themselves in this situation, and I think Rico and I have spoke on this as well, that their kids in sports is their lottery ticket. Their kids, you know, my baby gonna make it to the NBA, my baby gonna make it to the NFL or whatever. My baby gonna make it, and I'm gonna keep pushing them and pushing her until they make it to that level, and then we all gonna be okay. That child is the lottery ticket. Go ahead, Leonard.
No, that child is just blessed with a talent to save his family.
That's true, but I'm saying the family is really counting on. That's
what else you gonna count on? What you count on?
I'm counting me personally.
Yeah, I mean anybody should ask themselves what you count on.
Like I said,
like you just asked. That's the question.
Well, my thing is this right here, and I got a friend. I wish I could get him on the phone. I'm seeing I get him to call in this morning, but Kevin worked with a lot of NBA players all over the place. He worked with all these guys, man. He know them all. I ain't gonna get on into his business, but he's in NBA. He know all the college coaches. He knew all of them. He been in the basketball team for a long time. Started with the what you call that thing the youth league, whatever. What they got a name for it. I can't remember what it is right now. But
talking about AAU.
AAU. There you go. He started with the AAU and just projected. And as a matter of fact, Leonard, I think you was on. He called in one time before, talking about how parents do this very thing, about how they bank on everything, but they don't understand that there's only X amount of positions in the NBA. You got hundreds of thousands of people trying to make it to the NBA, but the NBA only consists of X amount of people every year.
Everybody know that.
Player-wise, huh?
Everybody know that.
Yeah. And so, if you're counting your kid to be a lottery ticket, what happened if they don't make it?
Well, you have a plan B.
Majority of the time, and Kevin, like I said, he would know this better than you or I, but majority of the time he said they don't have a plan B.
Like
And
I said, that's their issue.
when a child don't make it, when a child do not make it, the whole family falls.
That's
Sherelle, I think
what a lottery is about. That's what a lottery is about. Everybody don't win.
I'm not gonna bank on no lottery. If I win,
Yeah,
good.
exactly. Everybody don't win.
I'm not gonna bank on that. No. Sherelle, you wanted to say something?
I'm listening right now. I'm trying to prepare for the meeting, but I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening right now.
Good.
But I mean, what is my lottery ticket? My lottery ticket is whatever I need to do to get it done. And I'm not gonna win in everything I do. It's up to me to get up, keep going, keep trying, and figure out. When plan A don't work, we have the rest of the alphabet. So I mean, my lottery ticket is whatever it's gonna be for me to get it done. That's what my lottery ticket is. Now, when it comes to like banking on the kids going into the NFL or basketball, we know it's a possibility that might not work, but you still encourage your children if they want to play, that you encourage them to put their best foot forward regardless. You know what I'm saying? And also have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? So my lottery ticket is whatever it's going to be to get it done or to make sure I surpass whatever it is I need to get done. So it can be anything.
Exactly.
And I'm not banking on my kids to play sports for me to win in life. You know what I'm saying? So I can't bank on that. That's their life. They need to bank on that. They want to play sports to win, and they need to put their best foot forward, grades wise and life wise and all and physically wise. They need to put their best foot forward. That's them. Can't bank on my children. Yeah. But I move different. So I bank on me. So whatever I have to do to get it done, I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
So
that's good. That's good. Rico, have you ever seen a situation where a family was actually banking on their children being that lottery ticket? You laugh, brother. Go ahead.
Man, you see that every NFL draft.
Yeah.
When the people get drafted, you see the people around them happier than the actual player. It's tears, and I've been watching this for like the past 20 years. I see these people, and I'm like, you know what, man? They already thinking, baby, we in the money. We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. We in now. But guess what, though? When they get in there and they get that money and they start having more access to other people with money.
Yeah.
And you can raise them right because you were the one that grew up, that watched them grow up, and you didn't go to their games. You didn't go to the practices. You didn't come and ask them how they did or try to get them any advice on what to do better or support them. You just sat back and drank and had a good time and smoked and snorted the coke and ran around with men and women and yeah, my baby good, my baby good. It's a game till they made it to the state championship because everybody else telling you how good they are. Oh, let me put this boy out. I heard my boy showing out on that basketball court.
Yeah,
I see that. So you have a lot of people start looking at, hey man, he might make it. You even got women telling their daughters, you know what? Whoever have a baby by him gonna have it going on because that boy going pro. I got quite a few people in my family that went pro, and I seen that happen. You know what I'm saying? I seen the doors just open up for legs and doors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, they see the potential, the opportunity, and they have babies by 5 or 6 different women. See the opportunity, So it's that lottery ticket. When you see that play out, man, there's nothing more hilarious because right at that point what everybody is thinking. But man, ain't nothing funnier than that reality check when that person get caught up in that new crowd, and that new money, new fame, and that new celebrity, and his whole crew of friends change. Now he don't call you no more. He used to every day.
Done changed.
He always send me the voicemail.
Yeah.
That's something. And then when you do see him, hey boy, give me some money. Wait a minute. Hey, how you doing? I saw your game yesterday. So I mean, people looking for that. They looking for that lottery ticket. They looking for that lottery ticket. A lot of people looking for it. They don't understand. Look, that's meant for them.
Yeah,
you contributed to them and got them to the point that they are. They gonna remember you. You know what I mean? Man, matter of fact, I got a homeboy now, man. I ain't gonna say his name, but he back and forth. He a little tick with Matt Wilson. Sort of mentored Matt Wilson on his way coming up as a youth, and then other people that saw he had potential to go pro swooped in. And and started investing and spending time and taking them to bigger camps and this and that. And before you know it, now Mac doesn't show him the appreciation that he feel like he should be shown. But Mac does show appreciation. You could tell all is well. Just like with the woman that sat in R. Kelly's van for 8 hours. As soon as he popped down and said, baby, I ain't forgot about you. Okay, I'll sit 3 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like, you know, people looking for that, they looking for that access or that potential that may be there to say, you know what, man, I went in business with this dude, man. You know, he got that bonus check from the NFL or the NBA. Yeah, we went in business together, and those players, man, they get bombarded with that, man. They get bombarded with people that really even wasn't there for them from the beginning with business ideas. For a lottery ticket too, but players don't realize that because they already looked up to them for owning the barbershop or owning the car wash since they were little. They don't think, hey, these people trying to ride my coattail now. But they'll gravitate towards them because they have this image that they have about them. So, you know, yeah, everybody has a lottery ticket that they're looking for, but man, I see it more often with these young men in the NFL, like you said, in the NBA, these athletes. These entertainers too. You know, these children is entertainers. These children will tell you, man, my parents did this for them. I didn't want to do this. I got tired of being a child. Look at Michael Jackson. He just wanted to be a child. He was talented, but it was sometimes he wanted to be a child. So what happened when he got grown? He reverted back to that childhood that he missed.
Neverland. Leonard, talk to me, brother.
What you want me to talk to you about, Ryan?
This lottery ticket. Let's talk about. Let's stay on the lottery ticket. Let's stay on that, man, because you got a lot of people, man. And I understand where you're coming from as well. You know, you shouldn't. I ain't gonna say you can't, but you shouldn't do that because of what it's putting a lot of unwanted or unwarranted pressure on that child to make it. You're putting a lot of pressure on that child to make it, and if that for whatever reason they don't, they feel like a failure, and sometimes they even to the point where they can suicide and stuff like that because they feel like they let everybody down, not only themselves, but they feel as though they let everybody, the whole family was riding on me making it, man. I'm not gonna get drafted. I'm not gonna make it to the NBA. I'm not gonna make it to the NFL. They became that lottery ticket. Talk to me, Leonard.
I mean, it's a matter of choice. I support everybody following their dreams. I'm not a judge like that. I mean, what you do is what you do because I've chosen some things that wasn't beneficial. I've made some, things have happened to me where I thought things were going to work out, and then I just had to do something else. I had to make a move. A lottery ticket is just that. You know what shouldn't be a lottery ticket? Public education. You know what shouldn't be a lottery ticket? Justice. So everyone loves to win the lottery. That's what it is. It's a lot of risk involved. It's by the nature of the word lottery.
What would I do differently if you go out your house today, buy a $5 lottery ticket, and scratch that thing off, and they say, man, you just won $10 million. How would that change your life?
Well, by $10 million. That's how it would change.
So nothing.
I would be plus $10 million. That's how it would change.
Nothing about your life will change.
Not out of the ordinary, no. I would be spending that money, investing in business projects and doing all types of things. That's what money is for. I'm not sitting here like some people because I ain't got it, demonizing it. I don't do that. I don't try to make my situation the best situation. My choices are not the best choices. Why wouldn't you be 6'10", love basketball, and not want to go to the league? Why wouldn't you want to? That's a great experience. But everybody don't make it. So you take that chance when you put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, and that's my point right there. Not everybody make it to the end. Not everybody can't make it to the. You know how big the NBA will be if everybody that wanted to make it to the NBA made it to the NBA.
Well, that's competition.
Man, look
competition.
Man, the games will never stop. They will never have a playoff because they have to be playing so many doggone games. Badger, good morning. How you doing this morning, sir?
It's a beautiful, blessed day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Badger, what is your lottery ticket?
You'll have to explain that to me.
A lottery ticket being something, you scratch off. What is it that and not necessarily you personally, but as a whole, what do you think a personal lottery ticket would be? Something that they can go to that's going to automatically make them successful, give them all the riches and everything that they want or that they want to obtain in life, just like scratching off a lottery ticket? What would that be?
Wow, that's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm. When we come back to you.
Probably.
Okay. I saw you wavering over it a little bit. Sherelle, you back with us?
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here.
Talk to me about this lottery ticket.
I don't really have too much else to say about the lottery ticket.
Now let me ask you.
let
me ask you this question. Let me throw a question at you real quick. Do you think sometime, at some point, a person could use their body as their lottery ticket? Be it male or female. Be it male or female.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess possibly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, each their own, though. Yeah, they probably do. I'm quite sure they do. A lot of celebrities do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we had who? Buffy the Body. We looked at her.
Yeah.
And gave her money because she had a body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So, yeah, we can definitely say that.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
We can definitely say that. Her body is what got her money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if that was her way out, then that was her way out. But I don't know what she's doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But some people might use that as an advantage. I mean, if that's what they need to do to come up, then so be it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like
wow.
I said. My lottery ticket. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get it done.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna degrade myself or anything, but whatever by any means.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Whatever I got to do, that's my lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's good. That's good. Rico, what do you say to that, man? Do you think some people use it, be it male or female, use their body as their lottery ticket?
Yeah, and I don't see anything wrong with it either if they know how to do it respectfully, with some type of class, and then they know how to I'm gonna say actually make it grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you're to profit from it. But if you can take that money and use it towards something else to make something bigger, then I'm definitely for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody got their own choice. But I like the way Buffy the Body did hers, because one thing she didn't do, she didn't degrade herself like a lot of these other women.
Mm-hmm.
She just, all the thing she simply did was just look back at it sometimes. That's all she was like, is this what y'all want to see? I can do this with clothes on and it's still good enough. Cool, I'll do that. You know. So I don't see a problem with that. You know, that is a lot. She probably said that, girl, this butt is my lottery ticket. Look at all this butt.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, become a lottery ticket to the point where women are going to get fake ones now. Just still trying to compete. They're trying to compete with that butt from 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about Buffy the Body. It is infamous.
Mm-hmm.
Let that be your lottery ticket. You know, had she went into porn or something like that, then I'd have been like, oh man, she didn't go the right way with it. You know, but all that comes from a healthy mindset. You know, same thing with the athlete. If the athlete doesn't have a healthy mindset, it can either go sour, it can be great. Some of these athletes could pull a Warwick Dunn, build hundreds of habitat homes for those that may be going through the same things that he went through when he was young. That was his lottery ticket. A lot of people say, if I win the lottery, I could help a lot of people. I could impact people. And I say the same thing, man. It wouldn't do for me to hit the lottery. I would be able to have the authority and the power to impact so many people that make a change. People like to save lives. A scholarship, an academic or an athletic scholarship, is a lottery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people they're sleeping with the rats and the roaches, sharing beds with them, with vermin. You get what I'm saying? So vermin. So you know, you want them to be able to use their assets. I mean, what's the difference in somebody using that butt, that ball, and that footwork, or that brain? Just use what God gave you.
Yeah, it's good. That's
good. Use it and don't misuse
it. Badger, what's on your heart, brother? You got some for us?
I just find it interesting. My mentality is more of earn what I get. So I don't really do lottery tickets or anything like that personally.
Well, we're not
So
necessarily talking about specifically a lottery ticket. We just use that as a like a guide to what we're talking about. It's not necessarily the lottery ticket, but what is your lottery ticket? Meaning, not the scratch off ticket that you have in your hand or the numbers that you play. What substitutes for that to get you where you want to be?
to actually be able to use my intelligence.
Mm, okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, Leonard.
Well, my thing is kind of closer to like what Badger is what
Mm-hmm.
you invest in.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you invest in, that's what you invest in. I invest in stocks and things. That's
Mm-hmm.
up and down every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hit, sometimes you lose. Shout out to Michigan for that 137 falling straight box on Friday evening, I believe, Saturday evening. In Michigan. A
Mm-hmm.
lottery is what the lottery is.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't work for lottery. You don't work for that.
Ooh, something.
That's why I don't call everybody thing a lottery, because one, there are
Pulled up
certain
beside-
things. Excuse
I
me.
pulled up. I pulled up beside a car. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be a little transparent with y'all because I scratch every now and then. I'm gonna scratch off me a lottery ticket. I'm gonna scratch me off one. I do. And I was at the light the other day, and I bought me a little lottery ticket. I'm sitting at the light and scratching my lottery ticket. And I look at the car beside me in 2 lanes, and there's a couple in there. And she said, "You win something. Don't forget now. You share something with us now." I said, "Yes, ma'am. I sure will. How y'all doing? My Caucasian brother and sister." And they say, doing good. You winning? I said, well, I don't, and I told them, I said, I don't buy a lot. I might spend $20 once a week or something like that on a lottery ticket, but I don't invest a lot into it. But every now and then I do win. I say, I just won, and I won $25 on that ticket right there. I say, I just won $25 on this one, and I won a total of $40 on 2 tickets. They said, oh, you're doing good. And I told them, again, how much I spent. I said, but I see some people that spend hundreds of dollars a day sometime. And the man, he was on the passenger side. He did this here at his wife. I said, no. He said, man, she should spend like $200 every time she go in there, man. And then she said, well, you go in there and get them for me. She said, I just go in there and buy you what you want. But, it's still coming out. And they had a little discussion about how much money she was spending on lottery tickets, man. So I say all that to say, Leonard, that sometimes people actually work to try to win a lottery. And
But but people who spend that much money on the lottery, guess what? They win. That's why they keep spending. So I don't know. So I think of it from this point of view. I like people that got that much disposable income. You got that much disposable income where you can throw it away on a maybe.
Leonard,
that's your money.
Let me say this to you, brother. And I understand where you're coming from and where you're going, but I also see, and I like to deal with both sides of the coin. I see people that don't have the kind of disposable income. They just spending that money because of the fact that they feel they're gonna get the come up. And then I've seen people spend money on the lottery, don't win, and have to go borrow some money to pay a bill because they ain't got no more money left.
Well, you sit up there with no lights if you want to.
I mean, I'm just saying that to say that I've seen both sides of the coin. Yes, there are some situations where they have that disposable income, and if they win or they don't win, it don't matter.
Are you looking for some concern from me?
It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you that the reality is there. That not everybody is they have their disposable income and they can actually do it that way. Rico,
I know I can't do it because I don't have the money to do it.
Absolutely. Neither do I, brother. Neither do I.
So I don't do it.
Okay. Oh, Sherelle, she said she had to hop off for a second. Okay. Rico, what's on your heart, brother?
Yeah, I mean, that's people looking for that one blessing, that heaven on earth. Even though sometimes they don't realize it won't be that heaven on earth. I mean, I think it was a black chick 2 years ago wanted and went broke bailing her boyfriend out of jail. He was not her husband.
Exactly.
I think I told y'all once before about the man that at the point in time when he hit the largest lottery in the United States, he gave 3 different churches 10% of his, but he still ended up dying and his family suffered because they all got on drugs and this and that. I mean, but he was still looking for that golden ticket. He was a CEO. He was already rich. That was the funny part about that, is that he really didn't need the money. He was wealthy. But that we still have to when you start talking about lottery, it's really gambling still.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's just gambling in a different form. And to some, it doesn't seem as addictive or as dangerous as actually going to that crap table, that roulette table, or getting on that wheel or playing blackjack. They don't see it the same as going and shoving money in that slot machine all day long, just hoping for a chance. But everything is a risk. Life is a chance. Sometimes you have to take a chance to get out here and achieve what you're going to get. But that is probably one of the ways that can, I'm gonna say it would be more. It's easier to lose that way.
Mm-hmm.
You're better off gambling on yourself.
Yeah.
Than gambling on that machine. You know, but it's a serious thing because like right here in Alabama, we haven't had a lottery. Everybody around us got a lottery. So guess what? The good hustle is.
Mm-hmm.
I like capitalism. I just don't like how people misuse it.
Exactly.
Survive. There's always a way to make some money when people have a need or a demand. And right now, as people here want that lottery, and they pay people to drive to Atlanta every day.
Yeah.
Out here every day driving to that border. They may not drive all the way to Atlanta. They driving to the line, the state line.
Yeah.
Every day they collect money. They go around and collect money, and these people tell them what numbers they want played. And they make money off of that.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the number runners. Shout out to the number. Shout out to those out there still running number. People still running number.
That's what it is. Yeah,
and it's smart. It's really smart because you have people that really want to play the cash 3 every day, but they don't live in Georgia. They live too far away from Georgia, and they don't have the access to be able to drive to the state line every day. I ain't just talking about Monday. I'm talking about Monday through Monday, every day, sending money, but they can't make that drive every day. So what they'll do, they'll pay somebody that they do know go over there and play those cash 3 numbers and cash 4 numbers every day.
Every day, exactly.
And it's a good gig. I mean, it's solid. It isn't going anywhere because people, they want to gamble. They want to take that chance on getting that golden ticket.
And those are guaranteed people that's gonna come to you every day because they want their news played. They go, hey Leonard, you see what the viewer said?
Yeah. I was laughing. It's the force.
Exactly, it's the force. There you go. Let the force be with you, brother. The force be with you. Now, I just checked my phone lines, man, and somebody done snuck in on me, man. And I don't know how long they've been there, man. But Donald Tucson, when you came in there, man.
Man, I've been on here for 30 minutes or more. Listen.
Yes, sir. Man, look here. What is your lottery ticket, brother?
Me. You can't play if you can't win if you don't play.
Yeah.
But if there was, it'd be me. I hear some. How in the world? Just a question, man. When you think about lottery ticket, how did the word children come into play? Because hopefully they're doing their own thing for themselves. Let me just say this. I don't know. What we're supposed to leave an inheritance for our children, not our children be our inheritance.
Come on. You going somewhere? Tucson? Go ahead, brother.
I'm just saying. Why in the world would I count on my children to rescue me? When I should, I know might not, but I should leave somewhere a bucket or something. Something for them to carry on. Then hopefully, I don't know how I'm gonna do it by now, but I should be thinking about not only my children but my grandchildren too.
Yeah.
But for us to look for our children to be our way out, that's far fetched and slim to none. Now I can understand. Really, I can. A young lady that has children and she struggles through her whole life just trying to raise them because she don't have a father, baby daddy, I call him, whatever you call him. She's a sperm donor to help her take care of the children, and she raises them up all by herself. And 1 or 2 comes out and they wind up making it somewhere. And that's a testimony to tell. You know, I had to struggle for y'all, but I got you to school. I did this. I showed up at your game because these are mothers that actually does it every day. They struggle to get their children everything they possibly need, not want, just so that one day they make sure they do their homework. You know, they are at the soccer games and the football games and the basketball games, and nobody else is there. And when that child really makes it, then they kind of sit back and relax. The bad thing is when Pawpaw comes. Ain't never been in no game, and the son finally makes it. Don't call him. Don't check on him. No. Don't you call me about them children. And then when he makes it, he want to show up at the game.
Yeah.
Talking about, hey, son.
That's my boy.
Man, get on out of here. Get on out of here. Go on somewhere. And he deserves everything he get. A neglect. But yeah, man, I'm my lottery ticket. Only thing I can do is keep doing what I'm doing. Because life is a gamble. Life is a gamble. When I get out my door, I might get run over by a bus.
Exactly. A bus full of lottery tickets.
I got to get out that door, can't.
What you say? Might get ran over by a bus full of lottery tickets.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Can't do nothing sitting on the couch.
Nothing. Badger, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me.
I was sitting here thinking about the people, you know, that actually want to all of a sudden just be given something. You know, the ones that feel like they're entitled. You know, and how different the mentality is between that and the ones that work. You know, it's something that's always like baffled my mind of why there's so many of them nowadays versus the work for what you get mentality.
Okay. Wow. Leonard.
Sir.
Wake up and go to sleep. I saw something the other day on Facebook, and it was talking about Butler. Butler's an NBA basketball player. You know Butler. And say his mother put him out when he was a teenager, and another family took him in and raised him to the point where he became very successful. Went to college with NBA and all that stuff, and still successful. And they was asking, should he honor his mother, his biological mother, that put him out when he was a young teenager, I think 12, 13 years old. She put him out and never went back for him. But now he's made it. Should he honor his mother and take care of her? What do you say to that?
No, I don't know his mama. Why he get put out?
That was, see, you went exactly what I put on that post. I said you never, and I said, I wish I could pull it up. I said you never know what went on in that household.
That's why I'm so careful not to. That's why I'm careful not to condemn anyone. I mean, why? I don't know what happened with them people.
Yeah,
you know, the Bible says, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that their days may be long upon this earth." So, for whatever reason it may be, it's between him and her, not me. See, sometimes black people need to mind their own business, or find out first. The word says, honor your mother and father. It don't say if they do this or if they do that. What it does is it cautions of those parents who don't treat their children well. There are, you know, so we have to be careful. We know who not doing what they're supposed to do, but let them tell the story. So for whatever reason that young man got put out or whatever, I don't know, so I can't speak about it. But if he is sincere and he has triumphed over challenges, blessed is he, you know. Who am I to judge that blessing or to try to dictate how much good he should do? That's his mother. That's his mother. It's not my mother or your mother. That's his mother. So what he does for his mother shows his character, not anybody else's. So he will find out that whatever decision is made, he would be blessed to honor his mother. Not say anything bad about her. It didn't work out, whatever happened. God blessed him in spite of.
Yeah.
So what bigger man that would make him to show grace and mercy?
And see, you went and like I said again, that's amazing. You went exactly what I put. I was looking, trying to find the post. It was a few days ago, but that's exactly what I said. You never know what went on in their household to make a mother want to put her son out. You never know what.
Oh, I know how you get put out now. Oh, I know how you get put out.
Yeah.
I just don't know why he got put out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why he got put out. But it's a lot of jokers out here need to be put out.
Yes, sir.
Because they just ain't right. And you know how sometimes if you've raised children, you know children can get unruly.
Yes, sir.
They can get beside themselves.
Smell yourself.
Oh, yes, sir.
You smell yourself now. Don't smell yourself.
Sir. Yes, sir. So whatever it may have been, I always hope that things turn out well. And at the end of the day, that brother is happy with himself. You know, when I feel bad, I go do something good.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't judge the man asking me for money change coming in the store. I let him know if I got it or not. And if I got it, I let him have it. You know, because where he asking for $1, I got a few dollars. I can give him one.
Yeah.
I can give him one. Look at that ticket. I just went through it on the ticket. If I throw it away on the ticket, I'll throw it away on somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's a show win right there. You know what I'm saying? Helping somebody. It's nothing, you know, people have tried to demonize the lottery for a long time. Just because. You know, people who play the lottery, I guess you remember Christians ain't supposed to play the lottery. Remember that?
Man, shoot.
You remember that?
I remember that, but I'm gonna tell you something, though, Leonard. You let anyone of these pastors, bishop, or apostles, if they call in and they be honest with you, and if one of their people that's in a member of their church go out there and win that lottery $10 million, I guarantee you they're gonna want their 10%.
I don't care what they want. I don't even know how y'all got in that conversation. Me and the preacher ain't gonna talk about my money. You heard me? we ain't even talk about my money.
Come on,
now. You know, I give you what I give you.
Gotta bless the
church. That's hustle. That's hustle.
God bless the church, ain't it? The church.
No problem. No problem.
Now, you know why a lot of people don't like the lottery too, is because like some actually do believe they're getting something for nothing and they didn't earn it. And some of those people don't want those people moving into their neighborhoods.
Exactly.
Last thing somebody wants is for some black man to come in there like the Beverly Hillbillies, just messing up their lawn. On the side of the road with the hoods up in a gated community. You know, wanting this money, here it is. Her baby daddy having police chases coming up through this neighborhood all the time, and he getting away because he hitting the code and closing the gates on.
That new money.
So some people don't want, you know what I'm saying, they call the undesirables to get lucky or get blessed with that money that they didn't earn.
Man, Rico, you so right. Boy, ain't that hateful? But that's how they think. That's if y'all don't realize that has been the strategy for so long. I mean, I play this game called Monopoly. Me and my friends, old friends I grew up with, we still play every Saturday. And then you can pick the rules of the game. And you know how you can put that money under free parking? Man, you can have somebody going broke. All of a sudden they roll them dice and hit their free parking. They back in the game. They don't broke everybody. They don't build houses.
Oh man, Leonard must have hit the wrong button over there.
Yeah.
Tucson. Yeah, talk to me, Tucson. What's on your heart, brother?
I don't know how I thought about something when y'all talk about yeah, the tithes and off. Some people think that's their lottery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They try to give their way to heaven.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And you know, and it's a shame how we get that kind of backwards, because if you let's say if a person had the mindset and they don't give themselves to the Lord and they give all their money, they give their way. That's just confusing to me. That's confusing to me. You don't have you have a connection with is the preacher, but you don't know nothing about God. You don't read no Bible. You don't have no instructions. You don't pray. You don't do that. But you sure enough give your tithes.
Mm-hmm.
That is just this backwards mindset that I say that it could be, because we're supposed to be trying to get people to know, just me in this biblical or religious or not. I'm not religious, but spiritual mindset. We're supposed to have a relationship with the Creator. Period.
Yeah.
He'll tell you what to do if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But people play like, oh well, if you give to the Lord, He gonna bless you and your life gonna be blessed. That's the biggest lie ever been told.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about you ain't gonna have no problems and you just gonna blessed and highly favored. Some Christians are broke.
I'm gonna give it to the Lord. I'm gonna give it to the Lord. But preacher, why you gotta hold on to it? Why you holding on to it? I'm giving it to the Lord. Why you holding on to the money?
I remember there was this local guy. I'm gonna call him a guy. No, we might as well call him a pastor. Because that's what he was. And his wife was she would go to the casino.
Mm-hmm.
And they would talk about it, and she'd tell him, she said, look, my husband the pastor, not me.
Yeah.
And she was serious about that. She kept going. She would go, she didn't care what they say.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, he preaching up a storm. He get a phone call in the pulpit. Guess who didn't get a benediction that day? She finally hit the lottery.
Somebody hit.
Somebody else, I'm gonna say it again. Somebody else gave the benediction, because homeboy,
he was out of there.
No, retired too.
Lord,
retired too.
He retired. That was it.
Look, I'm gonna be real messy. I'm gonna be real messy, Donald. They hit the lottery, but what's the church paid off?
No, he retired. He retired.
He retired from church.
No, he retired, brother.
They pay their own church. Pay their own church on. Yeah, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Say exactly. Took his money and went on.
That thing. He didn't even bother to give the benediction.
Lord Jesus, boy.
Somebody else finished the message.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Dick, come up here. I gotta go. Come up here, Dick. I gotta go. Dick.
Hey, he don't threw it up. He don't threw it up. he don't threw it up. He out.
That one, when you see that one finger like that, boys, I'm going up. And they drop the head. Then why they drop the head when they do it?
Look, I'm gonna tell you. You want me to really tell you why?
Tell me why.
You know what that used to be, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know exactly.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Okay.
And it's become a habit. It became a habit in the church.
Yeah.
When you used to have to ask the white man permission to leave.
Yeah.
His presence, because he had to keep his eye on you
the whole time.
So because you usually was free on that day to do what you want, but see, he still kept an eye on you. So if you was going somewhere and you was gonna leave, you had to raise your hand and acknowledge and let him know that you gonna step out for a minute. You see how that is?
Ain't that something?
Still raising their hand.
Even in the church.
Asking for permission to get up.
Yeah.
Rico, talk to me, Pastor. Coming to you next.
I was thinking earlier when you said that about Butler, and I agree with Leonard on that, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, you don't know really what that situation was, because you have so many different scenarios that could play out between parents that become, I'm trying to think of the word, when they don't get along anymore. They don't deal with each other anymore. I wouldn't want to assume that he was wrong for not looking out for his mother. At the same time, I would automatically have to still, just keep an open mind about that. Now, I can't say that Jimmy Butler's character is sort of suspect, because he has issues with teammates, going behind his teammates and sleeping with their girlfriends and then bragging about it and stuff. He has some real funny ways about himself, so you don't know if he was doing something wrong for his mom and kick him out, and all of a sudden he's rich and he's using that as leverage. Look at me now. I got it and you ain't got it, and I'm gonna punish you, mama. Yeah, you gave birth to me. Yeah, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. But how I feel to know that I ain't giving you nothing, and I give it all of these white girls, and I can live my life and just continue being this person. So we don't know if he's wrong or right for what he did. Now, she could have been a dope fiend. She could have been putting him out because she wanted room for her men, maybe and their children. Maybe she was locking up the refrigerator when he was young because her boyfriend bought this food, or whoever the lucky man was of this day. You never know. I saw a video the other day where these guys pulled up on Lil Nas X's mom, holding a sign the other day, and they were like, "Man, I know her. That's Lil Nas X mom." Then they pulled up and they asked her, and the first thing I thought about, I was like, "Man, what could be going on?" Which he admitted she was on drugs, but see, some people are using that as an opportunity to bash him, which I don't agree with what he's promoting. I don't agree with that, but I'm not going to hold it against him. How he is getting along with his mom, because if you know his story, you also know that he was living on somebody's couch from being homeless. Maybe she had children and brought children into this world and only thought about herself and left them out here to fend for themselves. Maybe he a little like that because somebody took advantage of his vulnerability as a little boy and led him down that road to feeling like that's normal and that's how things go. So maybe deep down inside, he was keeping a secret and he living his lifestyle because he was forced into it due to his mom's neglect as a mother. So, I mean, you just can't sit back and look on the outside and say, hey, he wrong for that. He got all that money. He ain't helping them. Maybe he had to make it on his own. Maybe he had to wear cleats from his friends, because wouldn't nobody buy him a mouthpiece or a cleats. So, I mean, we can't, we just can't think just because somebody made it, everybody else is gonna make it. I mean, Shaq and LeBron dad ain't make it. They put them in their place. Don't come around now.
Yeah. Shaq say all the time, Fields, my father with my biological didn't bother. That's what he said all the time, because that man stepped in and took up the slack. And that's much like with Butler, the young lady that adopted him. I don't know if they did it legally, but took him in. His mother put him out. She took him in. Now, sure, I hope, and you're absolutely right, he has some stuff that's suspect, but I hope he's taking care of the one that took him in. But at the same time, I hope his heart is in a place where he can take care of his mother too, because, and one of the things that I put on that post, that what would happen had the mother had an abortion, he wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Maybe he's disloyal and Jezebelish as far as going behind his friends, because he picked that mentality up from his mama. And he said, you know what, I'm got for me, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, since didn't nobody else care about me and did what they wanted to do when I was young. I had to walk to basketball practices and beg to play in elementary school. I had to beg to get registered. Didn't nobody trying to take me to practice, but I found a way. So I see selfish, don't nobody care about me. Somebody outside of my family had to raise me. So now, and I got teammates. You got a girl. She looked at me wrong. I think she vulnerable. Let me see what's up. That's how I get down. That's how I was raised. So he might be that way because that's what his environment was. A lot of selfish people.
Rico, I'm gonna tell you something. If we do that in the wrong place, somebody gonna get him. If we do that in the wrong place, the wrong situation, to the wrong person, somebody gonna get him, because some people don't play like that, man. Some folks don't play
You're
like
right
that.
about that.
Some folks don't play like that, man. You know, it
I
ain't
don't
even.
play.
Oh, you playing? You think it's a
I like
game?
that.
Hold on. You think it's a game, bro? This ain't no game. Let me show you something. Come here, let me holler at you for a minute. Come here, man. Let me holler at you for a minute. Because people don't play like that, man. Badger, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me.
This conversation is just very strange. Talking about things like that, it's especially about parents.
Mm-hmm.
With the situation I grew up in, my personal experiences, it's Rico's over there smiling.
Mm-hmm.
It like you don't know the person's experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't know what they've been through, what's going on, and everything else. Now, I respect my mother because she's the one that served as a vessel to bring me into this world. However, outside of that, she ain't allowed nowhere near me or my children. She is not a good human being.
And
so, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It sounded like you were going to ask something, so go ahead.
No, what I was gonna say is I'm glad that you acknowledge the fact that that she took the time, because I talk to people from time to time. They say, well, my mama ain't never done nothing for me. My mama ain't never done nothing for me. Well, your mother cared enough for you to carry you for 9 months and to give birth to you, because she could have aborted you and you wouldn't even be here. And so that and that's just me talking. Go ahead though.
I'm pretty sure some people probably have that thought in their head that wish they did, rather than go through what they went through. So like it's a perception thing.
About that. I don't know, to not be here at all. I don't know if they, but then again, you might be right. Let me see. I'm looking at what to say. And looking in the people, they don't.
Because I thought that way for a while myself.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm speaking on it. Until I got older, I met my wife and everything, and realized, there are good things in life. And people out there that actually care about you and don't want to use you or abuse you or any of that stuff. Well, up until, I had those realizations and met those people that actually did, I had some really negative thoughts off and on. Wow. So, so to me, anything associated with like that kind of lottery, because I've had people ask me if I won the lottery, what would I do? And my honest answer is I'd give it to the community, because I'm not a money person. As long as I have a roof over my head, and even with my family, they're taken care of. Anything extra, I'd rather be able to give the people that actually help them out. Maybe buy some land and turn it into a reservation, and not a reservation. What's that called? A protected land for the animals and whatnot. So my goal is always like, what can be done for the betterment of the whole.
That's
and
good.
I wish that was something more people thought of.
That's good. That's good. Leonard, do you think a lot of people use other people's skills, talents, and gifts as their lottery ticket? And I see that how they try to use people.
What's so funny is when you said it, I had to go through a lot of perspective with that particular question you just asked, based on the mentality that's exhibited in our community. How come somebody else does all the work, but for some reason you think you're entitled to their success?
Wow.
Why? Why do you believe that? I don't understand it.
Doesn't make sense.
Now, if Rico is a professional athlete, that's because that's what Rico does. I ain't been to no practice. I ain't done nothing. What make Why would I be entitled to what's in his pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Just because he black, if he make it, he's supposed to give me something?
No.
Is that how that works?
No.
Because I go get in the line now because I'm going to be black. If that's all I got to do, I stand in the line because I qualify.
Yeah.
If y'all just giving away money, I'm going to
Yes,
stand. I don't told Badger my cash app. You got that, Badger? Keep it close. Whenever you get too much money and you send me a little bit, I know exactly what to do with it.
More money, more problems. Like me, more money, more problems. I'm here to take away some of them problems.
Hey, man, we see it come and go. We shouldn't fall in love with it. I mean, come on, man. Don't covet. That's covetousness. When you sitting there and you just, man, how you hating on somebody winning?
Yeah.
Especially when they just doing it. I mean, I think it's just blessing. It's a blessing to be able to be compensated for a game you love to play. You get paid whether you win or lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
They some of them even give you the money up front.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah. Signing bonus. Then
so,
you get off the endorsements.
I would love my people to get the concept that everybody must do that. Everybody must try to achieve. Whatever you're doing, if you're a lawyer, doctor, whatever, you earn that. Use that to help someone. That's what's more important to me. You know, are you happy? Then that shows that black people can achieve, can do things, can earn money, can do all the things they want to. You got black people sitting around, it's a white man's world. Wow. Wow. You need to get away from me. Because, you know, I mean, I can't deal with you. I mean, I just can't. Not, you know, it's time to make sure that people understand a lot of you don't have what you want because you ain't gonna never do nothing to get it. You never gonna work hard. You never gonna sit still in nobody's classroom. You ain't gonna never be on work on time or whatever. Working ain't slavery. Earning your keep ain't slavery. The Bible says, blessed is the man that can live off of his labor and enjoy. He should. That's his purpose here. That's his purpose here.
Exactly. Come on.
You know, so we got to quit condemning everybody or expecting everybody to play by our rules and do what we want. Like if somebody see somebody make a movie, well, he should have did this and shit. No, he shouldn't. He should have did exactly what he wanted to do. If you want to see a movie made the way you want it made, then you go make a movie. You watching his movie. He's not watching yours.
Exactly.
So you have to think about everybody. I would have done it this way. No, you wouldn't. You ain't gonna do nothing but come in here and criticize like you doing.
Show me
That's
how
all you gonna do. Yeah, show me. Show me how you gonna do it. I would have did it like this. You wouldn't have did nothing but sat on your behind talking about somebody.
When they tricked it off, they went and tricked it off. They went and tricked it off just like the rest of them. The rest of them they seen do it. They went out there. They're fabulous. Talking to the money. I can see somebody now 50-year-old on hit the lottery. I'm talking to the money.
Hey, like this whole stunt. I mean, it's weird. Usher, for instance, and I don't know why it happened. I'm really not sure because I don't know his mindset.
Don't say it, Leonard. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Don't you say it, man. No.
I'm thinking about this. This is one I like new stuff. I like new stuff and new emotion. So I'm looking at it. This joker made up money.
He gonna do it. He gonna do it
with his face on it, and went in an environment where these women's livelihood.
Lord.
Now imagine you don't twerk, you don't bust it open, Rico. You don't did the thing, Rico. You got a pile of money, and you take it back there, Usher done face on it. Boy, you wrong. Boy, you wrong for that.
They were mad. But you know, I'm gonna be honest with you though. If it would have been one of us, they would put somebody else us. They gave him a can just because it was us.
Yeah.
It was an honor to dance and twerk and bust it open. Had that been me or you, gave them one with Benjamin Franklin.
My man just got killed for that, didn't he? Counterfeit. Come on.
Yeah, sure did.
And so I use this same concept to explain to my transgender brothers and sisters. if you don't deceive, don't deceive. It's not gonna end good.
Yeah.
You know, you say, well, they shouldn't know. What you shouldn't have did. You knew what that man wanted, and you knew you didn't have it.
Exactly.
What you thought was gonna happen. Funny joke. Them girls thought they had money to pay their bills. They wasn't even going back out there for the last set. They had the bell had wrong. Usher in the building.
I quit.
And now you can't go get a loaf of bread.
I quit. I'm not doing. I quit. Hey, we
That's
gotta
dirty. I want to know
do
why he did it. I'm gonna hope we get that story on why he did. I haven't read his side of the story yet. But man,
if he did it, he ain't got no side, man.
We talk about lottery ticket. Every time those money guys walk in that place,
Cha-ching.
Man, them women go to make that money. And that's
you hear them heels clocking across that floor.
Exactly.
Army of ants. They run into that money, man. You gotta dudes will walk up in that strip club with no booty on the stage.
The average guy sitting there, man. And hey, I thought you were about to do a dance for me. I'll be back. I'll be back. Just leave me sitting there, bro. I'll be back. Anyway, hold on, man. Y'all got me sidetracked. Hold on. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name?
I don't go to strip clubs. I just read it. You know,
I heard about it.
No, seriously, I haven't been to a strip club in probably not quite 25 years or so, over 25 years or so. So, you know, it's funny to me, but I can imagine it wasn't funny to them. Yeah. It wasn't funny to them.
But see, and I told the story here, man. You know, it's been about that amount of time for me as well, man. But I never liked the strip club, man. It's just not. I don't want to go to the candy store if I can't have no candy, man. I just don't like that environment like that.
If you got enough money, you can leave with plenty of candy.
Oh, you can leave with candy. Hey, we got Toya with a T. Toya with a T. Good morning. I ain't fooling with you, later. Toya with a T.
What's about a minute, an hour, a second? Pay how you want to pay.
That joker said a minute and a second.
Yeah, you got enough money, you might not be able to get rid of them. It might be a lifelong rental.
Hold on. Toya with a T. Toya with a T. Good morning. How you doing? They acting up this morning.
Good morning. How you doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, doing good. We're talking about what is your lottery ticket, and what is the one? And we got another caller. Caller, we're coming to you in just 1 second. What is the lottery? What is most people's lottery ticket? What do they count on to being their way of making it, of getting there? This is my lottery ticket. What is it with most people?
I don't know. I mean, my lottery ticket is me. You know, that's why I stay in prayer all the time. What you think you do, Lord? Because I can make it happen. It ain't gotta come one fell swoop. I don't mind working for it. So you know, my lottery ticket is gonna be me. You know, whatever I do next, whatever I come up with, whatever I work, whatever I job is, the more I build in me, I'll be all right. I just don't expect to get it in exchange for $1 or because I play 6 numbers. But you know, a lot of people, what we do sports. You know what I'm saying? We do rapping. You know what I'm saying? They took it out. Whatever it is that they're best at. Some of them might even be drug dealers. That's my lottery ticket, man. I need to go ahead and do this. I can make my money get up out of here.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, I don't know. I don't think everybody makes their way out. You know what I'm saying? I think that once you start to compromise certain things, it's a wrap on that. You know what I'm saying? The faithfulness is what's not going to take to the top. But if you still continue to maintain whatever you're great at and keep it within those guidelines, no matter what, be faithful to it. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, it'll manifest to whatever you need.
Exactly. So, That's good. Good deal. Let's go. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Mute your line if you're not talking so we don't have the background noise. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Right. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on,
Kurt?
Man? It's Kurt, man.
Kurt, what's up, man? How you doing this morning?
Baltimore City, man.
Good deal. Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. Asking the question, what is your lottery ticket, or what is most people's lottery ticket, Curtis? What is that one thing that they're betting on that's going to help them make it and get them there?
I'm with Toya. I really don't have a lottery ticket, man. I thank God for the blessings that He has bestowed upon me, be it big or small, man. So I really don't have a lottery ticket. If I was to point, like, I never really thought about it like that, but and I never really thought about it from the perspective of other people. Like that's a hard question. You know what I mean? Like some folks' lottery ticket is their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The hopes that their kid signs an NFL deal or NBA deal or NHL deal. You know, I never really thought about life like that, like based off of hitting the lottery. You know what I mean? Like, it would be nice catch Powerball or Mega Million, but you know, I never thought about it like that, Raheem. That's a hard question for me to answer.
Okay, good deal. Now, do you think some people, and we spoke about this earlier as well, do you think some people use their bodies as their lottery ticket, be it male or female?
Oh, but absolutely. I mean, we done seen a multitude of reality shows that realistically, if the reality show was sold to us as being a type of show that deals with social interaction. But then if you really pay attention, I mean, it's all about who's using their God-given gifts to get the things that they feel they should receive or the things that they want. So, yeah, people do it all the time. I mean, I've heard of guys in California, in Cali, that basically use their bodies to live, high-end lifestyles. And they do it through, like, these wealthy, widows and wealthy women. So it's not just a female thing, you know what I mean? It's a
gigolos.
It's a male thing. We could give a laundry list of females that we know of, just according to, what has been put out in the media and patterns of behavior that has used their body to gain wealth. Somebody did a movie about it with Sigourney Weaver and oh my God, Alyssa Milano, where the mother and the daughter was con women. You know what I mean? They was con artists, and they was using their God-given gifts to hustle these old men out of their money.
Wow. Rico, what do you say to that, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, that's that like I said, that comes from being in a opportunity.
Hold on, Rico. Callers, mute your line for me, callers. Callers, mute your line for me. All right, good deal. Go ahead, Rico.
Yeah, that comes from growing up or being raised in an opportunistic system, society. And to a certain extent, a lot of people don't find anything wrong with it. We all use our bodies as, if you don't want to use the word lottery ticket, you can say your money maker. Going out here physically doing a job, manual labor, cutting some grass, cutting down trees, hooking up cars to latch them to your tow truck so you can haul them off. That's physical labor. You're using your body and your mind. All that is physical. So yeah, you use your body part. You use what God gave you. And that's what you're supposed to use. Like I said, you could use the word lottery ticket, or you could use your survival mechanism. We supposed to use what we got to make it, to survive. That's what the biggest issue is, to survive. I think the problem comes in when it becomes, the value gets misconstrued, and it starts becoming a thing of materialism or just greed. You get everything you want, but then how much more can you get before you stop wanting to share it, or you just still want to keep obtaining everything. So it's a matter of how far you go with using those body parts, but it's pretty much a 100% thing. Anybody making some money 9 times out of 10 using some part of their body Even if they ain't using their physical hands, they're using their brains just to think of how to make them, whether it's good or bad. You know, think about how many people sold crack because crack was their lottery ticket. And they start thinking about is all the cars and the things they could buy that they couldn't afford ahead of time. And then on top of it, when you throw the word lottery on it, it's almost saying like this free blessing, this easy free blessing. You know, and I put a question in there earlier though, because you know, like you said, that about LeBron and that about Jimmy Butler and this and that. Where is it a line that should be drawn, or is there still some type of respect that should be shown, just for the fact that the person gave birth to them? Like you said about Jimmy Butler, mama, you know, she did give birth to you still. She might be a gorgeous mother, but she still gave you birth. You might not be happy with how she treated you or whatever, but you know, is there still something that he's supposed to give back? I mean, you know, he's still supposed to show some type of honor for the person that's responsible for giving him life.
Yeah.
I wonder how everybody feels about that, because some people just actually, even though that person did give them life, they probably was the biggest abuser and bully in all of the world. They probably was had the worst impact on them. Should they honor the respect of just, I owe you my life because you gave me birth? Because some people feel that loyalty. A lot of people feel that they're supposed to be loyal to their parents like that, even when their parents really ruined them.
Wow. Leonard, what do you? Before I go to Leonard, we got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Y'all know this is Kay, and I'm not early for tomorrow.
Oh, you early for tomorrow? You're late for the day, but you definitely early for tomorrow. Okay, we actually.
I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sister, you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You will. Yeah. But look, we asked the question: what's your lottery ticket, or what's most people's lottery ticket? They're one thing that they're counting on to help them make it. What is it?
You know, that's a different strokes for different folks. So some people it's their job. Some people it's what they think they go to vote and win. They lucky, and it just depends. But for Kay, God, it's my lottery ticket. Y'all better know it.
Come on now.
I could never put a lottery ticket than God. I don't know about nobody else. I could just only look from the outside to the inside. God might be their lottery ticket. I don't know. That's Kay's lottery ticket. I always have been. Even when she thought she can go to the boat and win, she realized, nah, that ain't no luck, honey. And I'm telling y'all, when I turned back and said, God is my lottery ticket, because I tried the other way too, I had to realize it. And I'll never turn away again. Never, ever. They say never say never. I'll never turn away and think something different.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Leonard, talk to me. Toy with a T coming to you next.
It's so funny. Like, also, like my brother mentioned that the Usher thing was a promotion. And you know, there's a lot of stories about it you can go and look at online about the perception and how that is based, you know, and what the real thing is actually. Lotteries are chance. Games of chance. Lottery is not working for your money. It's not lottery. So it's not a game of chance. They're going to pay you for that. It's not like you're not going to get, no. You're going to give someone something in exchange for something else. Not a chance. That's what lottery is chance. You know, so let's make sure that we have things in the right perspective. Lotteries also, if we're from up north, and you know, general election funds are, general education funding comes from lotteries in a lot of places and things like that. So I remember, you know, coming up, you know, how the lottery was always demonized. And the lottery was a symbol for Christians not believing in God, and that's why they played the lottery, because they did not believe that God would support them. So this was in direct confrontation to the church, the lottery. And so that's where that comes from. We know how people get addicted to gambling and everything else. They get addicted to games of chance. And, you know, it's the saying that the street have is almost related to it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Everybody know that Usher got plenty of money.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So things, you're like, well, why would somebody do that, or what's the deal with that? It's good to find out. Like one, I don't care for lotteries when it comes to public schools. Or excuse me, that new hybrid that they're trying to talk you in with the charters, and only certain people can go. So we don't want too many poor people at the school. So we'll have a lottery. That's why they have a lottery. So they can qualify for funding. They ain't gonna let you just sign up and fill them seats up.
Yeah.
We're gonna put you in a lottery, and whoever win. Isn't that a horrible way to go about education? That's a lot different than playing pro ball or playing college ball.
A lot different.
That's because they're losers. There must be. If the game is already that only a couple gonna win. So that's why you shouldn't put all your eggs in that one basket. But what's great is if you're a great ball player, but you don't make it to the NBA, now you sitting there with a medical degree because you played ball in college, and now you can go and make money being a doctor,
exactly,
a lawyer or a teacher or whatever it is else you wanted to be behind that career. If it didn't work out for you.
I got some breaking news, y'all. Breaking news. Hold on, give me a little sound effect. Breaking news. The world's best football team in the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers, have just extended a 3-year contract, extended the contract for 3 more years for that brilliant coach, Mike Tomlin. He just signed, it just came across my feed. He just signed for 3 more years as the head coach of the world's famous Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that's a lottery.
I was just gonna ask that. I wonder when he first got that job, did he feel like that was a lottery? You know how sometimes you get, oh man, I just hit the jackpot. I wonder if he felt like when he first got that head coaching job as a black man, did he have that, man, I just hit the lottery, baby. To be the head coach over the Steelers. These jokers ain't had 3 head coaches in their existence. Man, baby, I just hit the lottery. I'm gonna be in here for the rest of my career. I ain't got to worry about going nowhere.
Yeah, and that's how they do. That's how they stick with their coach, man. They stick with their coach. They just signed for 3 more years. And Curtis, I heard you. I think it was Curtis that said, "Why is it not breaking news?" Because I'm gonna tell you something. Pittsburgh Steelers, they don't have a lot of coaches, and to get this man in a place in a position like that, and then to extend and stick with him, that's breaking news to me, man. That's breaking news because
I can tell you what breaking news is.
I'm gonna tell you. No, hold on. Let me say it because you know how the league is set up right now. They're not gonna stick with a black coach too long, man. They're looking for a reason to get rid of him.
Wow. Well, I mean, I get that, but it's not breaking news. We're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Come on now, Leonard. What you say, Leonard?
When you take a job in Pittsburgh, you might as well go. That's like a conviction. They're not letting you go. Listen, when you go to Pittsburgh, if you're a coach and you go to Pittsburgh will have you there for 20 years. That's why they so effective, because they ride or die with their coaching staff, especially their head coaches. You're going to be there 20 years. So if you get a job at Pittsburgh and it's your first year coaching, you can pretty much guarantee, I'm going to be here for the next 20 years, so my retirement is straight. They don't let no head coaches go.
Yeah.
They make you retire. Okay, you don't want to coach no, you don't want to coach us no more, retire.
I can tell you what's breaking news.
What's
and
breaking
he
news?
earned the right. He earned that.
Yeah.
He earned that.
Yeah.
Right. He earned that.
Listen, I'm a Ravens fan, diehard. And a lot of my Ravens nation, they hate me when I say it. But the truth be told, both teams are the same team, been the same team since the conception of the Ravens in 1996. All right? Same team, same cities, different locations. That man has truly, Mike Tomlin, has truly earned the right to be the Steelers head coach.
Yeah.
He represents everything that the Steelers are. He carries the torch
for what the Steelers used to be, and he will be a stamped name in the future of what the Steelers are to become. It's just that simple.
Yeah. Leonard, you wanted to say something, Leonard?
Yeah, breaking news is that dude right there has a birthday today. Am I correct, Mr. Neal? Mr. Curtis McNeil.
Happy birthday, Kurt. Get out of here.
It's my born day, man.
Why you finally made it?
Happy born day, man. Happy Earth Day.
How it feel to be 65? How it feel?
Man, it feel good.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you 65, Curtis?
Retirement age.
No, I ain't 65, but I'm gonna say that because, hey, man, this city told me I was gonna be dead at 16. Hey, I'm 49, Jack.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good deal. Hold on, we got another caller, gentlemen. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Good morning, this is Bishop.
Bishop, let me ask you a question, Bishop. I'm glad you called in, brother. I'm gonna ask you. Our topic is this: what is your lottery ticket? But I'm gonna ask you this question. You being a bishop, now you know a lot of people that's men, pastors, bishop, apostles, and ministers. You know a lot of them that's leading churches and congregations. You know a lot of them. Now, if somebody would have won that lottery, $10 million, how many people that you know of in leadership positions in the church would not accept that money? It's mighty quiet right now.
Is he still on? What happened?
I'm gonna try to chirp like a little bird because man, they come to me and say, Pastor, I played the lottery and I won this. I said, well, God did go. Here's my tithe. I said, well, thank you. You know what? And it's funny you asked that. You asked, but I do know a preacher that said he don't take no lottery money. If a lady work at a strip club and come to church, I don't want her whole money. I'm like, well, you sound so dumb. I've heard dumbness in my life. Let's go and give me that to the Lord. I showed up.
Hey, what he doing, Bishop? He taking the 1 and the 20 to see the.
I didn't know. You didn't tell nobody to work at that strip club. So you looking at got some kind of mark on from the strip club?
Oh my, y'all horrible, man.
Lord,
that's funny.
Toya, what did he talk to me, sis? Come on, help me out. Help me through this, Toya.
I mean, hey, I don't know how I can help, man. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? We got to reserve our energy for our own sometimes because the each be special and on different levels, man. So it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to kind of just find their own way. At the end of the day, I'm not looking for no handouts. I'm not looking to be getting up and dropped out no sky. I'm cool with absolutely getting up, making it. Well, I still got me some youth in me, man.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Everything got a catch.
Yeah.
So I'm good. No catches, no strings. I'm good. I like it. I want it straight up free, cash free, all on me.
All on me. There you go. There you go. Badger, talk to me.
I'm trying to figure out where we are and how we got to where we are. Conversation went kind of. I don't have a lot to say on this topic. I look at things very differently. Do the best with what you got. You know, it's interesting listening to you guys and the different perspectives and stuff like that because it's foreign to me.
Got you. My thing, Leonard. How many, Leonard? You grew up in this thing, brother. You know a lot of pastors and bishops and apostles and people that leads the church. How many do you know that would not accept that money, Leonard?
I don't know none.
Rico?
Sometimes dope money don't build church.
Me
either. I'm just saying. We're not gonna act like the church don't take tribute from war. That's how y'all big church was built. The one that the guy with the big hat and all the gold and everything?
Yes, sir.
Oh, they take dope money, murder money, sexual assault money. They take all money down there at the Vatican.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to sit here and act like y'all not taking all money?
You talking about the pimps?
I'm just saying, money is. Remember, money is the tool.
Mm-hmm.
Money is the tool. Money is not the. It's so funny when you say that, because if someone comes to the church with the money, how you know how they got it?
Yeah.
Unless they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care.
I mean, how do you judge that? You know, it's why the person is giving. I mean, they know why they're giving it, I'm assuming. Now, if the pastor come behind there and you talking about he can get him a cut and everybody else getting a cut, and look at him. Well, you can take that same money and build a school too.
Yeah,
You take that same money and build a homeless shelter. You know, you will be surprised at the good work that some ill-gotten gains have done. You know, so we just gonna say they gonna watch that money, boy.
Exactly.
They gonna watch that money.
Oh yeah, they're gonna watch it. Go ahead, Bishop.
It's funny. Leonard is so right, and that's why when I heard the preacher say that, I'm like, man, you sound stupid. Don't you know? You read your Bible. It says clearly that the unrighteous lay up for the just. That means them unrighteous are doing their evil deeds, but they're able to bless the house of God. And we take it and build a school or build, make some kind of program for those who are less fortunate. Thank you, Ms. Prostitute, for bringing your tithes to the church. Mr. Drugs, man, I don't support you selling drugs, but bring them tithes on over here, dog. You my boy.
Wow.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me, because think about it. If the doors of the church are open, it's open. And that's part of what the requirement is that you pay tithe, you pay your 10%. Those people still trying to get somewhere. Do their part. So they didn't care where they got the money from. And the church can't actually say, well, you know what? We're going to turn down what God told you to do. We're going to say, well, no, we ain't going to take it from you. What the Bible said, or whoever came up with the tithing, we going to turn you down. You don't have the right to do that. However, they got their money, they doing their part to get what they need to get. It's up to you to take that money and implement it into something positive, something progressive, and turn it around for something good. So, it wouldn't be right for the church to turn it down at the judge. I want to ask Toya something, though.
Okay, go ahead. And Kurt, I'm coming to you next. Kurt, I know you're trying to get in, brother. I'm coming to you next. Go ahead, Rico.
What would Toya have done if Usher would have came in there and been like, hey, Toya, I remember you way back in the day, and butter her up and start reminiscing, and then he dropped those Usher books on her, and she didn't realize it until after he was gone. He just went and bought food for everybody, everything on me, and it was no Usher books. How would she handle that situation? Because did those strippers actually redeem money? Did he go back and reimburse them?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what they say he did. It was all a promotion.
Okay.
And she did come clear it up, I think, after the fact. But it had already hit social media. So nobody paid it, nobody knew about an album promotion or anything like that. But think about it. That's hilarious.
I knew it had to be. I said, man, that's illegal, man. He ain't facing the risk going to jail. He too rich for this. Got to be.
Yeah, he too rich for that.
Exactly. Well, first thing I thought about was Toya, though. I like, man, I said, I wouldn't have he'd have done that to Toya, but I bet Toya would have snapped on him, man. I said, I would like to hear her response to that.
Toya, what do you say to that?
Well, I've grown so much. All right, so I'm still gonna get you, but I might not get you the same way I used to. And I'm sure not gonna get you when I get on the live. But we definitely would have had a conversation, because we do go back like that. Yeah, we would. He would look at me like, "Yo, what's up, Toya?" Because we was too cool. Like, he wore my jewelry type. You know what I'm saying? So to be in that situation, and I knew it, I'm like, "Yo, bro, come here. Let me holler at you, bro. Yo, yo, come here. Yo, what's up?
What is this? What is this? What is this?
Yeah, man. Yo, You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want to blow spot up. Yo, you know what I'm saying, man? You got to tell me something. You got to tell me something. At the end of the night, I'm a person. I got manners. I'm gonna wait. You know what? What you out of the using cuss words? What are you doing, bro? You got man. What's good? He would have to explain something to me. He would have to explain something to me. You already got bread. You out here throwing up fake money, bro. What's really good?
Yeah.
Like, come on with the joke. Like, I don't call no shots, but I would have to wait the end of the night. Yo, it was good seeing you, man. Come here. You mind if I holler at you for a second out there? You know what I'm saying? Because people be mad busy. Same way at Jock's thing. When I got invited to Jock's thing, they were throwing up money. It was just dollar bills. But it looked real. You know what I mean? It looked real. There wasn't no counterfeit. But no, I would have, yo, bro, let me holler at you. 1 quick second, please. Please, what's really good with the fake money here? Tell me, oh, Twin, it's a promotional idea. So you gonna promote yourself with fake money? You fake artist? What you got going on? What you a fake boy? Like what's good with the fake? We don't do fake. That would have made me feel bad. I would have made me feel bad. We don't do fakes, bro. We don't do that. No, I'm good. I don't care if you usher. You could have been the pastor. You could have been a preacher. Could have been whoever.
I hope the album good. I'm pretty sure if it's an Usher product, it'll be great.
Oh yeah, exactly. Curtis, you wanted to say something, brother?
Yeah. You know, truth be told, man, the largest theologic institution, the largest institution of theology, if I'm not mistaken, is Catholicism. The Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church is propped up almost specifically by dirty money.
Thank you.
I heard a pastor say, if I can get black folk to tithe like Italian black folk, meaning mob folk, we'll be all right. Because the mob, if you pay attention, the mafia believe in paying their tithes, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And maybe it's connected to the fact that, look, I done raised so much hell. This is the least I can do. This is the least I can do for the least of them. There's a scripture, I can't remember the scripture verbatim, but that ties into that. What you should always do for the least. The least you can do, you should always do for the least of them. So the mob, and even when you think about everything that was taken from other cultures, some of the things that the Catholic Church has in the Vatican are items that are priceless, meaning not that they not worth anything. It means that there's so much value on this particular item that you can't put a price on it. So, you know, and when you look at the history of Catholicism, different empires did so many things in the name of God, and then turned it over to the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church got a lot of things from the Nazis at the fall of Nazism. It was all a part of the repayment for all of the things that the Nazis had did. The Catholic Church was one of the thriving forces that collected all those items. Man, they took Rembrandts and all kinds of stuff from the wealthy Jews. They took items that was beyond priceless. Like one of the items I know is they took from a wealthy Jewish family. I think it was one of the first prints from Leonardo da Vinci. It was a picture, and it was the first and only print. Well, that picture is priceless. You can't even have an auction and say, okay, we're going to start the bidding at $2 million because it's a priceless photo. So wrong deeds have been propping up religious institutions for years, because people still have a conscience, man. People, although I might be in the mob, that don't mean that I don't have a conscience, that I'm not, that I don't understand that God looking at you, and you going to hell for what you done.
Okay, good deal.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Somebody help me out. Help me explain what I'm trying to say.
I know. I think the verse that you was talking about with the least of them was Bishop. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Matthew 25, I think it is. Bishop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, breaking news, guys, girls, ladies, men, and listen. Here's breaking news. Breaking news.
Gentlemen and gentlemen.
Y'all sitting down or standing up? Breaking news.
What's the news?
Our good friend and brother, Mr. Raheem Ashimi, has been nominated to be one of the recipients for the International Trailblazers Award.
Wow! Congratulations, Raheem.
All right.
Wow. You go, boy. You go.
To God be the glory. To God be the glory.
Man.
Lord, boy.
You hit the lottery, boy.
Well, look, family, I love y'all, man. I gotta go. I mean, it's my birthday, but I still do this work for these 18 to 24-year-old homeless youth. So I gotta get ready to place to you today.
Happy birthday.
God bless y'all.
Yes, sir.
I love y'all.
Love you,
man.
brother.
Y'all take care of
Happy
yourselves,
birthday.
man, and enjoy your day. Thanks, Steve. Y'all enjoy y'all day.
All right, likewise, brother. Likewise. Rico, talk to me.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks.
Yeah, same here, man. Congratulations, man. You know what I'm saying? I sort of want to hold off till you win it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd like to congratulate you even more then, but I know it's coming to you, man. But hard work pays off. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, being that you had that topic today about what is your lottery ticket, you know, it really shows you, you know, you can be your lottery ticket, and you don't even have to spend any money for it. Just make an effort. And invest in yourself. Invest in what you're good at, your passion, and try to be good. You know, do good with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you'll win in the end. It's like gamble. It's a gamble. Sometimes you can try to do the right thing, and they'll come back to bite you. You'll try to be the bigger person, and it can still come back to bite you. But when you doing right in your heart, then those winnings will come back to you. And it might not be monetary the way it's the lottery, but the happiness and joy and the reward that you receive, you know, it's a whole different type of winning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise God. Yes, sir. Leonard.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Congratulations. It was I want to make sure people focus on, regardless of what happens with this trial, that you commit to being part of change. Rioting ain't change. That's just an emotional response to a situation. That's not change. That doesn't help anything or anything like that. It's just a riot. So we have to understand, do we just want to fuss and scream and holler and be bereaved? Or do we want to change the way business is done? We don't want business as usual.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we're on the side that's actually for reforming this justice system. So definitely govern yourself accordingly today, regardless of what happens. If you are in certain areas, be careful. Don't get caught up in things that you don't want to be involved in. It don't benefit nobody's family or anything like that to continue to lose our young men or anything like that. Remember, the enemy does not care as long as you don't show up and represent in the vote.
Exactly.
Trust me. They don't care. You know, this just TV, what they're doing. They're going to see y'all. You know, we watch that every day. We've been watching protests now for a long time. I think since Obama started becoming president. After that, we noticed a lot of things. and the country was in a good mood, but we were dealing with racism. Trust me, that's part of the fight. This is part of the fight. And whining and crying and throwing a temper tantrum don't change it. Voting changes it.
Exactly. And you know what we're gonna do, Leonard? I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna start something. I'm looking at the screen right now and I'm seeing all of us, and we're gonna start something, and we're gonna go out and make a difference. But you know what the name of the organization gonna be? I'm gonna tell you what the name of the organization. And say, Leonard, say, what is it gonna be?
What is it gonna be, Ryan?
The Baldhead Brothers of America.
You know what? Count me out. Just count me out from the beginning.
The Baldhead Brothers of
I knew you were gonna say that, man. You're gonna make me grow my George Jefferson.
Hey, Bishop will be on it too. Bishop will be part of the Baldhead Brothers of America.
Man, I'm going to decline the membership.
The Baldhead Brothers of America. That's what we are, man. That's right. That's right. Now that's
right.
Huh?
BBVA.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's it. That's it. I'm looking at the screen right now, man. The Baldhead Brothers of America. We're gonna make a difference.
Count me out, Ryan.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, look, you already in. You already in, brother.
Stop it, Rocky.
Okay.
Some of us got automatic membership, huh?
Exactly. Man, look here. I guarantee you, if all of us put our head on the screen, we couldn't come up with 3 screens of hair on our top of our head. Toy, when he talked to me, says, Leonard told me, Leonard, he said,
I got plenty of hair over here to help y'all out. Don't you even worry about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stop it, Toy. Stop it.
So if we can't find it between y'all, I can find it between me.
Exactly. We can read this right here. We got another member. Read that right there.
Somebody said, I'm shaving my head today.
See?
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Be a member of the Baldhead Brothers of America. They want to be members,
That's right.
man.
That's the best mentality.
You said Baldhead sisters, and you added the sisters to that?
No. Y'all gotta keep y'all hair. Y'all gotta keep y'all hair. Y'all gotta represent us because we ain't got none.
I could have thought you said brothers and sisters. I don't know. A lot of them cutting their hair now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mine too. I'm over it.
I
want to be free in the wind like y'all. I do too much. Just whoosh, let me go ahead and rock like a gentleman real quick. A second time in my life. I'm about there too.
Look at our hair.
And I got stocking caps and glue. I'm gonna glue all y'all some hair and some dreads.
I take it in the wintertime because I'm gonna tell you, when you walk outside in the wintertime, woo, you can tell it's getting cold.
Exactly.
It ain't the same. I miss my hair. I remember them old days. I really realized how bad my hair was, boy. You walk outside that air,
here we go.
Man.
When you walk out in the wintertime, it slap wrap around your head and hit you on that little spot in the back of your head.
Y'all stop.
Yeah.
Stop it, man.
So mad. When I shaved my head off, I said, now why all these years the guys ain't never said it's extra cool up here?
Oh yeah.
Everywhere I go, you feel a cool breeze. I was like, man, come on, man. I ain't never heard no ball guy say nothing about how chilly it be on their head.
It ain't chilly, it's cold. It ain't chilly, it's cold. Believe me when I tell you.
You're right, it's cold.
Yeah.
You're right, it's cold. I did it one time before, and you're right, it's cold. It's a whole nother temperature. You a whole nother different temperature. Hey, I'm cold. Nah, I'm good over here because I got 15 pounds of hair on.
Exactly. And Peace Dog, welcome to as soon as you shave your head, welcome to the organization. As soon as you shave your head, shave it all down. Gotta be bald now. You can't leave no hair. Gotta be like this here. Shave it all the way down and welcome to the organization.
Don't need no little piece right there.
No, don't need nothing. We don't want to have no memories of hair up there.
Come get your make sure y'all get y'all gold razor awards now. You gotta have something to make it up now. You got gold razor pendants and what else y'all gonna have now? You gotta set it all the way up now.
We doing this thing all the way through the Bald Brothers of America. That's what we are. Hey, look here. Can y'all see this here? Man, the Bald Brothers gonna be there. Really? Okay.
Yeah, we like stuff like that.
Yeah. K.
Go to the Rice Water Convention.
Exactly. Now, see, my thing is, K, if you organization, something is going on, an event is going on, and they say the Bald Brothers gonna be there, you going, ain't you?
I don't know.
You know, right? He ain't never really got a group like that. I was just listening to it last night.
Exactly.
Look, I got my own Ball Brother committee.
Hey, Bishop.
I don't need to go to nobody's association event because the Ball Brothers gonna be there. They probably gonna be my Ball Brothers. I already know. No, I ain't going.
Bishop.
No, I'm not to tell you I ain't going.
Bishop, we want you to be the honorary spokesperson.
You remember when George Jefferson won the award for Small Businessman of the Year? He had his chest all stuck out. And he went to the award show.
Y'all do members into the wall, the hall, the wall,
and everybody was under 5 feet of because he was small.
Board and some more stuff.
Lord, boy, y'all.
And you know how funny George Jefferson really was. I mean, the big head ego.
Yeah.
And when he found out it was because he was short. And that's why they called him a small. He looking around and he noticed everybody was small. And imagine if
businessman of the year.
You at our event and you realize, hey, everybody in here is bald.
What is really going on? Exactly. My bald brother. So he just sent me some of the ball. Hey, it is an organization called the Ball Brothers.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a group for everything these days. Beard group, beard gang, all that.
Okay, we gotta come up with another name then. We can't be the Ball Brothers. We gotta come up with another name.
You gotta join their club. You gotta join their club.
Ball Brother number 2.
Ball Brothers number
2. Like the Second Baptist Church, because it's already a first one.
You know what? I don't know. You can name y'all Ball Brothers of the earth. Y'all around the world.
Look, the
y'all
second
from everywhere.
Little having a fit. The second Ball Brothers.
World around.
I mean, if they can have a Second Baptist Church, can't we have a second Ball Brothers?
Second Ball Brothers. The second Ball Brothers. Y'all
ain't that something?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
try to go to a church.
So y'all can just call y'all the originals.
I'm just saying, if you're in the city and they got a Third Baptist, get on up out that city quick.
Yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Third Baptist Church.
Go ahead and pass up Third Baptist.
Leonard, what's going on at 3 o'clock today?
If you did not get a chance to hear the show in its entirety, log on to www.dkmmediagroup.com at 3 o'clock Eastern today.
Exactly. Let me see.
Sir, I would like to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
I'm curious about the sign behind you.
Behind me?
Yes. At the top, the banner at the top.
Yeah, I'm about to change that. Say DKM, right? DKM.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a new one coming. It should be here next week.
Okay. See how I notice things, right?
Yes, sir. That's it. See, that's because you're a Ball Brother. That's because you're a Ball Brother. See, not everybody
help us see it.
Not everybody can know.
He can't help us see it. It ain't like your hair so tall he can't see it.
And I think that's what really made me notice, because I see that bald head and I see it right behind your head.
He can't help us see it.
Look, Rico, watch this. Watch this, Rico.
And Rico, I'm so crazy. I told my son one day, they were trying to explain some foolishness to me. I wasn't trying to hear it, right? And remember the whole promotion that the guy was doing on YouTube? That was his thing. He'd go around and his whole reason for doing anything is he tells somebody, scare him to death, and then go, because I got a bald head. Remember?
Oh.
And I told my son that one day. I told him to do so. Why? I said, because I got a bald head. That's why.
Yeah. I forgot all about that dude, man.
That's why I act like that, because I ain't got no hair.
I got a bald head. Look here. We got a suggestion for a name, y'all. We got a suggestion for a name. See, Rico, what does it say?
They threw a beard in there, bald bearded brothers of
Now
America.
we gotta have a beard on there.
Yes, sir.
Y'all stealing somebody's idea because there's plenty on Facebook.
The bald bearded brothers of America.
I'm about to pass on the beard part because that beard gets like hamburger meat sometimes.
Well, y'all brothers stop with these fake beards. Stop it. Stop it.
Lord, they ain't doing it like that. They ain't doing it like that. Come on now.
They're looking worse than Carlos Boozer. Y'all remember Carlos Boozer came out there with that paint on his head, man. He played the whole game with that mess on his head. Come on, man. Tell me, boy, Jason Mills gone wild.
Boy,
yes,
stop
sir.
it. I have to leave you all today. I have an appointment to be at.
All right, well, we're going to get out of here too, man. Bishop, pray us out, brother. Bishop, pray us out.
So, Heavenly Father, we come before you this present hour. Give me thanks to you, Lord God, for all that you do. We just want to thank you, Lord God, for this great program, Lord, and those listening and those who call in to participate. Let's, Lord God, if we are blessed, keep and strengthen all of us, Lord God, and allow us to continue to walk in your path, Lord God. Yes, you order our steps. Keep us, strengthen us, and lead us. In the name of Christ Jesus, we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Leonard,
Amen.
I know you got to go take care, brother. I see you tomorrow.
I appreciate you, man. Y'all be blessed today.
You too, brother. Bald bearded brothers of America. Remember. Look at that. We started it. We got the thing going. Look at, with the hamburger meat on our chin. It's okay though. It's all right. It's gonna be all right.
Gray faces.
Exactly.
Stop it. Just stop it. Y'all going crazy. Stop it.
Shades of gray.
The day we come on here and Rico got that line drawn up there and it's spray painted in, I'm done with the show because I'm done. I can't do it.
No.
Hey man, if y'all see something like that, man, y'all come down here and knock it off my head. Y'all see me do something like that, man. Ain't no way.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too, Leonard. Appreciate you, man. Leonard be like, Rico, what that is?
Man,
on your head.
I'm like, hey, I got blessed last night, man. Miracles do come true. Look at all. I got a hairline again.
You know I'm messy. I gotta let you go, but I told everybody LeBron got to win one with that hairline. That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy right there. He said, "I'm gonna wait. Y'all wait till I get this hair. Once I get this hair, I'm gonna win one." Then I'm up out of here.
Man.
Boy,
that's a bad man. That's a bad man.
Gonna show you. Sometimes you can have all the money in the world, but it still can't keep you from
I'll show him.
Have on your head.
I'll show him.
Yeah. have a 5 head.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Hey, look here. It is now 10:05. I want to thank everybody for joining us. More than that, I want to thank you for allowing DK Media Group and Associates and the Morning Glow to be a part of your morning. It's 10:05. You're about to exit the Morning Glow, but before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug. Because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And if we shine some of this light on you from the Morning Glow, take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. You'll have a great day. Have an opportunity to give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Wouldn't that be a beautiful thing? Love you. Have a great day.